you do slug shotguns for damage, and then what is it?
Ooh, I thought I turned it off.
Third encounter is annoying because you can only cleanse a couple times. So you cleanse at the beginning, and then you split off, and then you don't cleanse until like until the second set of gatekeeper spawns, like the keeper spawns in both rooms. Then the last encounter is just single dunk, and then damage is 1 div 2 sleeper. And you have to have like high energy fire at all times.
What the fuck is that with my name?
Oh yeah, let's deposit my medals. So how about that Warlock win for Guardian game?
Yeah, I've been seeing people complain about it. I'm just like,
Okay, how do I?
So Titans have never won it. In
Titans
the
have
3
won
years
once.
they've been.
They won once.
Yeah, Titans have
they
won
won the
once.
first Guardian games.
Oh, they won the first one. Okay.
Yeah. Hunters won last year's, and then this year's can probably be Warlocks.
Can I run it now instead?
We haven't gotten anything on the new season.
Thing is, I
yeah.
don't think there's a whole lot of interest in the Guardian games as much as previous years either.
The thing,
Well, because we already have the exotic from it.
Yeah, Heir Apparent tried to come out. The thing about the Guardian games is once everyone's gotten their God roll titles, which I still haven't gotten, by the way. I want one with Ricochet rounds. I still need one with Ricochet rounds, stats for all, one for all.
I haven't really been paying attention to
Warlock's losing again?
Yeah, well, it's also just the fucking week.
It's the end of the week, yeah. Next week, I'm pretty sure next week is worth double points. Like each day's worth double points.
Yep, and it's for who's ever in third.
No, it's double points for everyone.
Oh.
If you win a day, you get double points. That's how it was last year. That's why Warlocks were so like when Warlocks got a couple wins last year, we were like we gotta get the win, we gotta get the last week because it was worth double points. Meaning that it's a lot. There's still like a fighting chance. Yeah, Warlocks are kind of a PvE only class. Killing Wind Frenzy. Wow, amazing. So this week's weapon is duty bound. What is next week's Nightfall weapon?
No idea.
Because that actually reminds me, I still have an arms dealer ready to go, which I need to do at some point.
Okay, that's there. Okay, I guess it's still gonna do friggin' ads either way. Okay, but I turned them on. Jackass. Sorry.
I'm fucking sitting over here playing Lego Star Wars.
I'm just doing a wellspring.
They added Bad Batch into Lego Star Wars now. So.
Yeah, I saw that. Mandalorian, I think, was added in as well.
He's been in for a while.
Yeah, I didn't buy the DLC, so.
I bought the collector's edition, so all the DLC comes with it.
Yeah.
I need to do like glaives. That reminds me. I have enough glaives to actually finish off the or actually make one myself.
God damn. You need a lot of glaives, I know, for that shit.
It's 5. It's only 5.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, actually.
I actually
After
collected enough of the Blueberry's Ruin.
I think the only one I need after that is the Pulse. Which I'm definitely crafting one of them. Yep. I'm definitely gonna craft it. I may not craft the glaive because the roll I have is already pretty good.
How many times have you run VOW?
I have 43 runs in. I run 3 every week.
Okay.
Next season is going to be nice because all the raids are going to be formable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten the fucking exotic from WoW. I'm so mad.
Are we like a few weeks away from the new season?
Next week is next week is the last week of the season.
Okay.
Ah.
Get the stream pulled up here so I can see chat.
I'm just messing with the ad thing. I thought I turned it off, but it didn't turn off. So I'm like, okay, for an hour, and I can snooze it, and I can run an ad whenever we need a break for a moment.
Ow. Okay, that was easy.
Hello, Nix. Saying about time. Oh, we're right on time.
Figures.
We were actually a little bit early.
Oh
We just
my
had to sit
god.
here for like. It's just standing still.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's so annoying. If you can't shoot through an allied glaive shield.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm doing a wellspring, and this dude had his shield up, and I tried shooting like while I was behind him, and the shots got blocked by the shield.
Interesting.
Well, the only ones you can shoot through are like that special Titan one, if I recall correctly.
No, the Titan one is just the Titan. All the exotic glaives are pretty much identical, except they also have their special abilities. The Titan one is
Right.
just a bubble, which next season is gonna benefit from the Helm of Saint 14. It's
Yeah.
literally gonna be a mini Ward of Dawn,
Yeah, I
which is what we were hoping for.
remember seeing that.
The Hunter one's getting a big buff with damage and range, I think, on the special attack, and then the Warlock one is getting an increase in fire rate on the turret.
D3? Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm perplexed. I'm like, who would want a D3?
1, 2, 3. And then this one is just... It's like a flip of a coin.
I'm confused by what I'm looking at.
Yeah, I am too. Oh, let's see if we can blow this up a bit more. So,
like, I understand
It's
it, but...
Okay. It's literally...
What game runs it where you need to roll a D3?
I have no idea.
I don't know of one.
This is interesting. That D3 is. I was like, what is this? And then I realized the markings, and I'm like, you must spin that at like a top, and then however it lands, that's how you get it. Spin it like a top. Wow, okay, whatever. Figured that one out real fast without even reading it. Now 5 me when it's available. It's interesting. Somebody in a specific game might need a D3 for that reason. That's why I went to
Very odd
specialty.
shape.
Yeah.
Not expect to see that in 5.
Yeah, you just spin it on its end like a top, and I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, it looks like some like
kind
kind of like ancient design or something from.
You know what? What is Fifth Element? Almost looks like that kind of stuff. The stone. Here we go. We need these.
Well, yeah, their idea of like ancient historical artifacts and stuff like that.
Let's see. Oops. Ah, dang it. Metal. Let's see, it's a sharp edge dice. Wait, is that there before? Oh, they are sharp. These look a little pointier than. Yeah, these are literally got really sharp points and shit. Ooh, ooh, these are dangerous. Perfect. Let me get my slingshot out.
You shoot the wife in the butt.
Oh, she'd kill me. And it wouldn't be with the
That's the end
slingshot.
goal.
We'll go back to the metal dice.
Should have got this out earlier.
There's that through D3 on this one. Metal dice, it's metal. Oh my god, the terrifying sound.
PTSD initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got too fixated watching what you were doing. I should have been getting my own dice arranged here.
Dice, what are dice?
Yo, mind if I finish this wellspring real quick? We just got to the boss.
Yeah, you got a few minutes here, no worries.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I just got the stream running because I started it, so it's just running. That way, we're sitting here BSing about stuff.
Usually, just bullshit like this for the first little bit anyway, so.
And I'm sitting here looking at crap I shouldn't look at. Mostly it's for everyone else.
The monies.
No, mine's
Bro,
being
you just
invested into
posted
other
the
things.
ribs.
You're like me, you just ain't got the monies for that.
Yeah, right now I'm saving up for other stuff, and right now we're paying up other bills anyway. So it's like...
Yeah, my job hunt continues.
It's got to come around at some point. Chainmail dice bag. Sorry, that caught my attention. Wow.
Meanwhile, I'm
Yeah,
just
but
straight chilling
I'm
in
starting
my
to
tent.
look into like the town over from me to see if I can find something there. It's like a 20 minute drive, but
Yeah.
if I can get something there at least, then I'll have a job, and that's what I need right now.
I'm paying you $50,000 a month for what? I'll take it.
No, like
Super
so I got wind of a job that turned out to be a scam.
Oh, that
Ooh.
one.
Well, what really tipped me off was like there was no application. They're just like, okay, we're gonna get you an interview with the guy right now. Like, no, we're not doing
Highly
that. Then
suspicious.
you're gonna give me an interview without taking any of my information, anything? Like, nope, I'm not.
We just
doing
need you to go into this back room.
No, it was. They wanted me to do an interview over Telegram.
What?
Yeah, they wanted me to do an interview over
Oh,
Telegram.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, I was just like, no.
That's mighty suspicious.
Yeah, the whole thing stunk, like, from the get-go. Like,
Well, I'd tell you guys about a story right now, but I don't want to tell it on stream too much. Just involves mail order bride, which makes me sick. Mm-hmm.
oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's somebody here that we know that she's getting a divorce from the guy, and he informed her also over mail order bride. And I'm like, oh, human trafficker, okay. That's why I classify it most of the time now. I have a hard time saying those words, and it makes me want to throw up every time. But yeah, let's just say I'll fill you on the details a little later.
And it kind of just is. So
Yeah, he's a piece of shit to me. So I don't. Yeah. No, we all got our stories of things. You got the scam. I'm like, why do I meet these people who do these stupid things? It's like, what? I love this. Is there a D60 you use in a game?
Not that I know.
Not that I know of.
There's a D60 on this site. I was like,
oh, they said D6. I was like, bro.
no, a 6D6. Yeah, 60.
Yeah.
It's it's a dragon scale D60. I'm like,
There might be some role-playing games out there, because this is, what, D&D dice?
yeah. So it covers
Yeah,
a lot.
I
There's
think
a
I
lot
ordered
of
my pound of
games
dice
like
from these guys.
Yeah, this one's dragon scale. It's actually not bad looking. It's just it must be a specific. Again,
Yeah, they
like
have
the
have dice for like every RPG, like TTRPG out there. Like
Yeah, they could have.
every kind, every style. Like I've seen stuff on here that like like D60 here. Like I've never seen these before, but yeah, they
Witcher.
have dice for like every
Ooh.
game out there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind for a set of steampunk style one with the gears and stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I'm patient. I'll just wait until I find
They got
that
one
I
for
like.
every
I mean, I like the
kind of
D100 that's hollow, but I'd be afraid to crush it and screw it up. I mean, I've got my Galaxy one I like here, and I gave my son the other one that the way he can do what he wants, and he was like, "Oh, okay." Well, like he goes, "I don't know what I'd use it for." I go, "You'd be surprised when you start. You're gonna look at it and go, I got an idea." Kind of like that with the gears in it. I don't need another bag. These aren't bad either, though. I like these ones with the gears in them. They're really, I like those.
But I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Let me kill
Fuck
music.
yeah! I got one. Okay.
We gotta
Sorry.
start with that. Fuck yeah! I gotta change the stream title to "Fuck yeah." Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. No, I was like,
Nope,
oh,
nope.
Y'all
because
playing
it's
music?
the bow right now.
I
for
had
Wellspring.
Spotify
Oh, okay.
running.
All right, you're still going. Okay, no
No,
problem.
I just did it. I just got done.
Okay.
Okay.
But the bow, I got a red box of the bow, and I was super excited because that's like the last thing I need for. That's like
But
the
no.
last weapon I need from the throne world.
The reason
Nice.
why I was confused
Nope.
is suddenly I started hearing fucking loud ass Star Wars music, and I was like, what the fuck?
If that
There
was
we-
from me, it's from my brother.
It's so loud.
I apologize.
There we go. I changed the stream title to "Fuck yeah."
God damn it!
Second episode in, we're going "Fuck yeah!" All right.
Fuck yeah!
I did sketch out DB into his.
I don't know if it's a good
Inform
title
me?
for how the episode will play out, but I
No.
mean,
It's
Too late now. It's the way it's going to be.
this is what the episode is now. It's how it
I
is.
don't
wait.
feel it's very fitting for the episode, but okay.
Yeah, we'll figure
Gets
this out.
bodied by God Hand. Fuck yeah.
Godhead shows up and actually like murders one of us. Fuck yeah!
I'll change it back. There we go.
Give me a
You
minute. Hold
coward!
on.
You coward!
I got Tarzan calling me.
I mean, actually,
What
let me. I could title that really well.
Hmm.
Oh wait, I got a better one. There we go.
Patiently waiting. Ready for the fuck you. We're starting with a fuck yeah.
From Megu.
I titled it specifically.
No, it was from me. Wait.
Sorry, my
Fuck yeah,
name's.
that's from me.
I was just laughing at. No, we're gonna have Migu just. Oh my god! Oh shit! Ow! My transformers are biting me. I actually got bulk here, sitting here. Now that I finally figured out how to transform him really easily now.
Mm.
Yeah, that back part, the instructions show how to transform him, but still, he's a little bit of a pain, so. But actually, he's pretty cool looking. They released another version of him with, like, camouflage look, and I'm like, I'm good with this one. Actually, I might get the other ones I have in the container behind me out and open them up. Transform them all.
Yeah.
Well, I got that sweep in there. I can pull that for
I don't know, why
for
is
sure.
this- There we go.
But nah. Oh my god, I'm gonna laugh. Ugh. Oh, why does my rib hurt still? Oh, it shouldn't be that bad. You guys are making me laugh and hurt.
Well,
Oh, you're
it's gonna
full,
be
man.
the usual day then today.
It's just what I'm good at. Where's the fuck?
But yeah, I'll switch the screen whenever you're ready.
No.
Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
I switched it. It should pop over here in a second.
Yeah. Just waiting.
I hope it'll pop over here in a second.
Yes.
All right, again, if you guys are interested in this game, check out velvetfanggames.com. The books are for free. You can download them. Give them a shout out, give them some love, because without them, this game is not possible. So with that said, I see you looking at all the books there.
Yeah, I show them off every time to show it's like, this is where you go real quick and get them. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I forgot to get my own character sheet up. I'm dumb. Yeah, man.
Gotta get in the game.
You can just look at my character's picture. That's all you guys get to see. Nothing else. Nobody else gets to see anything. You don't need to see any of their stuff there. Just me.
We seem to be absent one person.
Oh, he doesn't need to be here. That's okay. Hang on. Where does his picture sit? Let me cover it up.
Blue.
I'm going to cover his picture up, wherever it's.
Blue.
Hey, Smurfy one.
Blue.
Where are you at?
He's muted. Blue.
Oh, he said he was on, I think he had a bit of a call or something. I think that's what he was doing.
Sorry.
So,
God
give him a
damn it,
second.
Blue, get the fucking in the game.
No, okay. So I had to go get my truck inspected today, and they were calling to tell me that it just got inspected. So.
Oh, sweet. Any good news?
Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that it needs changed is just one of the wiper blades.
Oh my god. That just... You can't drive it ever.
Yeah, he's like, nah, it's just semantics, but it passed, so.
Well, at least it passed.
It's completely unusable. One of the
Yeah.
places gone.
Just you
It's
get
completely unusable. Throw the entire thing away.
Yep.
Put it in the trash.
You can't
Yep.
even fix it.
But nah, he's like, if you want, instead of going and getting another one, I already have sizes and enough in stock. I can literally just give you one for $10. I was like, okay.
Oh, that's cheap.
Why does Venom have googly eyes?
Don't worry about it.
This is why I keep this covered.
This is the same problem you have with War Thunder, is these googly eyes on everything.
Yeah, hold on. Bork hasn't seen that tank then.
Oh god.
Have I not? I've seen a few tanks.
Oh,
Yeah,
my-
you've shown off a few tanks.
But no,
Just
I
put
don't
it
know
in
if
the
I
image
showed
in
him
general.
Yeah, just post some
No,
images
I
in
have
general.
shown it to him. I messaged him and sent it to him when I was doing it. He's got eyes on both the flanks one.
Oh,
It's the
Oh
last
my
one I
God.
sent you.
fuck! I gotta find your DMs in the list. I gotta fucking clean up my
Here.
DMs.
When
I
you
swear
don't
to
clean
God.
up your Discord.
There you go.
Thank you.
I'll just let that sink in for a moment before we start.
Yeah,
I
wait
wasn't
for
paying
it.
attention.
Wait for it.
I know. I see the tank. I saw the tank. Just waiting on a reaction. Like, yeah,
Yep.
I saw
So
the
we're
tank.
waiting. We're just gonna wait. We're not gonna do
Yep,
anything
no,
else.
just like, cause I don't want it to be like in the middle of the intro.
No, it's fine.
No,
I just checked.
I'm
I
done.
just
I'm
checked.
done.
I'm back.
I'd already sent it to him a while back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just sitting here laughing about it. Going, okay.
I just sent him another tank randomly.
Let me put that. I wouldn't put that.
I just hear like in the middle. Oh my god! What is this abomination?
What have you done?
By the way, Dave, something we still haven't added to my character sheet.
Oh god.
Still haven't added the sword.
The sword.
I'm sorry.
Just go with the flow of it. You're fine.
Just remember how to roll for it, and we'll
I
improvise
don't.
it.
That's
Get-
the thing.
We gotta get Blue World
read
Line.
up on it while we're doing this.
I don't know where
He doesn't know how to read.
don't.
Question: Can we get Blue World Line 0? Just start fucking sending him.
I'm just looking over at Dave like, is that possible?
Is that a
I'm just gonna sit back and
I
grin.
will have to look in the exotic weapon pool to see if it is one.
that was a joke.
I
World
do
Line
not
0
know if it is.
Really difficult.
Mega, you have the book,
Because
don't
the
you?
whole thing is.
Oh my
that
God,
you
they're
can't
serious.
Teleport with
I
it.
cannot hear.
Mega, you have the book, yes?
The Destiny one. Well,
Yeah.
I got the character. I got the player book. I don't have the other one, but I can. easily
Yeah,
download
I
it.
have to look that up in the other one.
Yeah, Yeah, if you want to, I can just send it to me and I can fucking find them.
No.
I'll look it up here. Give me a minute.
Semi truck carrying watermelons
sorry,
has shut down the interstate.
I'm sorry. I brought us off course with that. I was just. I didn't mean to do that. I was joking. When
But
I
I'll
did
come
that.
back to it because I have to actually load this document, and it's gonna take like a few minutes to do it. So we'll just come back to that.
That's why I said just send it to me and I'll find it.
I have it
Well,
loading. Chill out.
No, give it to me.
We will deal with
No!
it later, Blue.
I want
Download it
it.
yourself. We
Let's
show it
get
every week where
started.
you can download it.
I don't watch the stream.
That's your fault.
What exotic weapon?
Welcome to
World Line
Dungeons and
0.
Destiny, the band of
I'm
dorks,
here.
as it's going to be deemed by
What'd you
somebody
say?
else.
It's World Line 0.
World Line 0.
Yeah.
Uh,
I doubt it because the entire thing with
Oh
World
my
Line is that you
God.
literally just start flying. Or at least that's
I
what
I don't
most
think it
of
would
us
work
do.
in the same way either.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because they have to craft this in like 5e, so I don't
Yeah.
know what they would do with
You
it.
have a
The thing with
5%
World Line is the way it works is you sprint for a second and then you use a heavy attack and it teleports you like a short range.
oh my god.
Well, yeah, I
there's
know
a
how it works like
5%
in
chance
game.
that
It's just
you-
like I don't know how it would function in
Yeah.
5e.
Yeah,
but
no,
there's
that
a
is the
5%
question.
chance for you to get launched. You have to roll a d20.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
your
if they- the
you'd have
thing
to
is, if
roll
they
high in
did
your
it-
acrobatics for your landings. If not, you're gonna splat into a wall.
Or
just
rooftop.
fucking
Try to shatter skate.
fart.
Or no, actually no. Considering this is pre-states, it'd be a well skate. It's trying
But-
well skate.
We'll circle back to World Line 0 here later.
Yes.
Oh, it does
Let's
fade.
get
Alright.
started.
Sweet.
Yes, let's
Blue.
finally get started.
Hey,
So,
we just
we
all
needed
pull
to-
out Galahorn.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say no.
Damn it.
When we
That'd
last
be my
left our
luck.
heroes, Eros, Shale, Elias Norwood, Theo 11, Ash 6, and their ghosts, Diving Bell, Paradox, Nova, and Dragonfly, the party completed a simple strike mission for the Vanguard against the newfound foe in the Vex. The search for Godhand has gone cold, and Elias felt it best to try and acquire more dark matter for the future and planned a mission back to the old Golden Age facility where they first acquired it. Knowing full well that the missions to the Vanguard are off limits by the Vanguard, Elias took this to Nikon anyway, who told him that if he did this, he would do so without Vanguard support. Meanwhile, Theo got a visit from Amelia, who after some work unlocked a hidden memory from Theo's mind. Unsure of its meaning and unsure what to do with the information, Amelia offered to continue her research into the uniqueness of Theo's brain. While this was going on, Eros walked the city, got a feel for the morale, and listened to their stories while enjoying a nice lunch. And Ash brushed up on her Hive knowledge before the upcoming mission. Now the sun rises and the party readies to depart.
Before we go, there is one person I want to visit.
Okay.
Just to see how their recovery is doing, because somebody hasn't gone and visited them.
I mean, you could have done that in that downtime.
I know, but motherfucker.
I mean, in that month time,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Rory broke off, like you could have easily did that and then.
How is
and
Jin doing?
Jin's made a full recovery. Given what's happened with everything in the city, he has decided to stay.
Okay.
And he is working with the city.
Because Eros doesn't go back to and talk to his old friend.
Hey, maybe I carry a lot of guilt. Shut up.
Just like shut your fucking mouth.
So rude. Don't talk to your old friends now, yes?
It's my choice. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So, did you want to go visit him? Is that what you're
No,
asking?
I was just asking how he's doing. Like, if he actually recovered and everything.
Okay, yeah, no, he made a full recovery, and given the mission that kind of happened over the last month, he did decide to stay on with the city.
Okay.
Because truth be told, he doesn't really have where else to go, and he may still have some lingering injuries.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Did anyone else want to do anything before we depart?
How's Malachi doing? Considering, like, what has he been doing in this intervening time? Does he have anything?
You haven't heard from Malachi specifically. The last message you got from him was a few weeks ago. He's gone into hiding still because he knows God Hand is still out there. But the way he functions is he's constantly on the move. He never stays in one place for more than a few days. So even if he is staying at one place, he's likely not staying there for very long. He's always on the move.
Okay. That's pretty much what.
Anybody else?
No, got nothing.
I want to go see Jin now.
I mean,
Actually,
I-
would I even know where they're at?
because of Visor?
I just tell him nothing.
No, actually, are we in the same vicinity? We wouldn't have talked about it anyway, so. I was
the
thinking of
line
going to
just
see
go.
somebody else.
I mean, he's staying more in the general quarters, so he's got an apartment of his own.
I mean, I don't think it would be a bad thing if I went, because I was thinking of going and seeing somebody else.
Who
But
else?
you don't need to know. You're not near me.
Actually,
You
hold
don't
on.
know.
Well, I
Would I
need
even know
to
where
know
he's
in
at?
game.
Hang on. No, I'm just trying to think for a moment. It's like, I'd actually, yeah, I'd rather go see Jin right now than the other person I'm thinking of. So
Actually, I
just to
have
check
a question
in.
about a character.
Sure.
Because it's a plot thread that was left open for Matrix that I just fucking remembered. Whatever happened to that scientist that left a fucking message for
Brown?
Uros?
Dr. Julia Brown?
Yeah.
That led to the
she-
knowledge of the Genesis device.
Yeah, was she
I completely
also
forgot about
rescued?
that, yeah.
No, she was one of the ones that was killed.
Oh,
Well, that's
I thought
depressing.
Who?
fucking
Okay.
God Hand would have taken her.
He probably did, but unless she was taken away from that facility, she was probably in that pile.
Yeah, because most of the knowledge that was in her computer was taken out from there. You were able to gain another copy of it because it wasn't fully destroyed, but yeah, she was one of the ones that was in the pile.
There's
And,
other things I have to fucking find out, but that's not here nor there. And it's a plot thread for you to reopen by any chance.
All right, but we'll circle back to that. All right, so you go knock on the apartment for Jin's place, just kind of. The door opens up and he stands there. Uros. Haven't seen you in a little while. And he opens the door wide for you and invites you in.
hello, Jim. I thought I'd stop by and say hello and see how you're doing.
I've been doing well, all things considered.
Well, that's good.
Would you want to come in?
Sure, yes. Just for a moment.
And he closes the door behind you. You notice he's got a little bit of a limp in his walk.
Okay.
So how have things been for you out on the front?
Busy. Lots of stuff happening. Met some new friends. How are you doing? I see you're still a little roughed up there.
Yeah, bad nerve in my back. Can't really, he just kind of looks down and is like, can't really walk straight.
Sorry I wasn't there.
You did what you could. But, yeah, they said, there was, nerve damage and, I'll never be able to really walk straight again. And he kind of like gets back and stretches a little bit.
Well, at least you're here now. I mean,
I'm alive, and that's, best any of us can hope for sometimes.
Yes, and at least some of the kids did make it. Bet there are worse.
Yeah, I've been helping build a new school. Just kind of got my mind off of last year.
Well,
Things
it's
have
not
been,
easy.
well, yeah. I'm used to being out in the woods and kind of being out on my own, and given my condition, that's kind of been taken away from me. So I've dedicated my time to helping the young ones here who were lucky enough to make it, and help the other ones who are here too.
That's good. Is there anything I can get for you that you would like? Might help?
I mean, we're always looking for more people to help build, but building's not really for you. You're more out for the field anyway. But we always got people who are coming in looking for work. More people continue to stroll in all the time. The city's becoming rather large.
Yes. But I more meant of, is there anything specific that you want that I might be able to get for you?
He kind of looks down a little bit in thought. You didn't get him yet, did you?
No.
That's what I really want.
You and me
'Cause I want that
both.
bastard dead for what he did. But it's going to take more than muscle and brawn and even speed to beat whatever that is.
Well, have a good team. We're all together and on it. Elias, Theo, and Ash.
He nods. I know. I remember what you guys did in New York. You stopped one of his plots to basically blow up the world, sounds like.
Yes. It was intense battle, sort of. I mean, Elias was flying all over the place. It was pretty good. Then you had Theo, who was a literal wall just slamming into him and holding back, keeping them back there. Then Ash and I were taking pot shots at them, and we were doing good. They got away, but I'm not giving up. We will get them.
And just kind of nods at that. You did well against him the first time. I definitely give you guys that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But if he is who you say he is, he'll learn from that.
So will we.
He just kind of looks down at the floor and just kind of nods and just like, yeah.
But I wanted to stop by, Jen, before we went on our next little mission here. See how you were doing. I haven't checked in on anyone. I was going to visit one other person, but I held back on going to see them. So
he just kind of looks up at you as he's kind of sitting on the couch and just like, you're still hurting from what happened.
yes, but I am dealing with it.
He kind of stands up and puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, You need to let that pain go. You keep letting it hold you back. You're drowning in emotion, and as a hunter, you need to learn to channel that.
I am working on it. I've been working with a few people. Theo taught me about focus a bit more, and then I learned more, and I'm getting better.
Good.
There are moments, though, but it's getting better. I just have to stay focused, and it seems like things go very well when I am focused, so I don't want to let my team down.
Good. And he pats your shoulder. Well, glad you could stop by. I'm sure you do have a mission to run, and I got some building to go do.
Yes, can I leave something here with you? Just so kind of a reminder to keep coming back here, so...
Sure.
I pull out the engram. It's that thing, it's like a jewelry, not a jewelry box, but a box, that container that's empty. It's not got anything in it, and just set it down on this table. I can't think of what that thing was called. I had it written down. Because it was something
I'm
like that.
blanking on it too. Like
It's something,
which...
it was that roll that I got, that silly little box. It's just an empty engram box. It's like clear, some kind of box that I got. I'm just going to leave it there on this table.
Okay. He kind of looks at it, a little puzzling, but it's like, all right. You know,
I'll
you're
be
welcome
back
to come back here
Wise
anytime, you
men
know,
bring
too. You don't have to...
objects.
Sorry?
I said 3 wise men bring objects of power.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just a reminder, and plus it looks nicer here.
He kind of looks around decorations and realizes there's not really any decorations on his wall. It's pretty plain. He has like no posters or anything. It's pretty bland. So like you've given him something that actually gives him like a little bit of color, and you're just like, oh,
just
thanks.
go with it.
No, he's like in realization, like, you know what? I have like no decorations in here, so that's great.
Yes. So next time I come over, I have something else to, hey, like the thing sitting on your table.
Yeah, and I realize I need to get some more decorations. So maybe next time when you drop by, I'll have more stuff.
You put a singular piece of glimmer on his table. Yeah, that's really brightens it up.
Start.
Hey, you know what? Next time I'm out, I'm getting you some stuff. I'll surprise you. Don't worry.
He just kind of puts his hand there, just like, if you want to.
Requisitions party balloons from the Vanguard.
Yeah. Oh my god. Party time. Okay. Woo. All right, Jin. I need to get going though, but I will stay in contact a little more often.
Anytime. And he just kind of gives you a little half-hearted salute.
Yeah, I've just been avoiding it because I've just been avoiding coming because of what happened at the town. And so I'm trying to do this, and it feels better that I have seen you and talked to you. I'd like to go see a few other people, but right now I'm taking a little bit by little bit with them because I don't know how they feel exactly yet. So I will go and do this mission and be back.
Fucking go, Tank.
Alright, well then I shall see you soon.
Alright, Jin, I'll see you later.
And he nods to you a little bit and walks back into his apartment and closes the door.
And on my way, I go to sleep.
Alright. So with that said, you guys ready to go to the moon?
Go to the moon?
Go to the moon.
I mean, could I do a quick action?
We need to
Go
have a
ahead.
quick conversation about morals and ethics before we go.
I just
Oh,
want
screw
to.
that.
I just want to go
Fuck
sell
morals,
the
Nathan.
cell phone that I had.
Sell
I haven't used it at all. It's just been there.
Why do you want a cell phone?
I found it in an office. It had a dead battery.
Did you
You
charge it?
are the cell phone.
No.
Wait, hold on. You can literally just charge it.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, there's no
Well, no,
place
you
to
would
have
have
comms.
to.
I gotta see if I can find. Hang on here.
It's a
Because
Because
Nokia,
I
right?
know there's an
Phones
item
by
table
your
for
side.
this that will tell me how much glimmer it's worth.
What do you mean you don't
It's,
agree with me?
to buy it, it's 20,000.
No, I mean, but to sell it.
Yeah, that's. I just not on the amount to buy, not to sell.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Why
trying
do
to
you-
look up.
But you've been holding on to this Nokia the entire time.
Pretty much.
And
Yeah,
didn't-
you
didn't.
know where?
I
That
don't
was back
remember
at
you mentioning
the
this.
first tower in Old Chicago.
Yeah.
Was I there? I don't
It-
know.
it was-
No,
No.
this was before
No, I
you.
wasn't there. Okay.
It was like
Yes.
it was my first time out, and I just
Oh,
found a
fuck.
phone, and I was like, "Huh, I wonder if this has any importance." And never
It's our
touched
good luck charm. It's our good luck charm. Just hold on to it.
it.
Well,
I
it's-
never touched it.
Well, and
No,
I
I
have that.
still- Hold on.
Wait a minute.
Where's my
The-
fucking phone right now?
Wait, you said
Just-
it was what, 20,000 to buy?
Yeah, 20,000 to buy.
Because it's old golden tech stuff.
Because I'm having a trouble trying to find this. I'll just I'll do
Oh,
a
it's free
10,000 to
gold-based
sell.
tech.
Just do straight 50%.
Excuse me. Ooh, came up.
I still have 2 fallen tablets that
Could
have not
I
been.
persuade to get that higher up?
Are we just selling
Make a
shit
persuasion
now?
check.
Alright.
Charisma.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. I was-
We're negotiating.
I was
And
gonna say,
because and because it's not against someone hostile, I could technically use my defender's voice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
23.
Bro's using the gifts of the traveler to
Oh my god.
get a good deal.
Oops. Let me put it over here. There we go. Oh my god.
So with this ability, how much do you get for that? Do you get what, a +2?
With defender's voice, I gain advantage. That's pretty much all it is. As long as they're not hostile towards me, I gain advantage for my persuasion.
Is this allowed?
I don't
They're
think
not
so.
hostile towards me.
I'm
I-
questioning
I
that
think
myself.
it
just
feels like it shouldn't be. But
It's
like,
all-
Yeah,
I don't
because
think there's
you're
anything saying
negotiating
it's
with
not
me,
okay.
not an NPC. So
I mean,
I'm gonna
technically
say
you
no
are an NPC,
advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, but technically you are an NPC if you think.
I gotta
about it.
find that program back.
I'm selling it to
Yeah,
someone.
Good.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Against my better
God.
judgment, I will allow it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be asking like for something absurd.
So it will do 60%, so you get 12K out of that.
Yeah, that I'm fine
Ooh,
with.
that's pretty good.
Okay. Add 12K to your inventory and get rid of that phone.
I was also gonna say I still have 3 fucking thumb drives that we never fucking investigated.
No, they were investigated.
Yeah,
We have
I-
so
I
much
scanned
shit
them
that we
all.
just have not touched.
I scanned them all.
Yeah.
I had a jewelry box or whatever it was. I know it was an engram thing, so that's why I left it with Jen. I'm like, eh.
And then I still have that stick of celery for some reason. It's gonna come in handy one day.
Well, no, I was saying like these are thumb drives that I had
About as much as
before
Eris's
I met you.
toothbrush.
Oh, that's. Oh yeah, those
This
were
was
the
from
ones
when we were in
from.
the tower in Chicago.
I forgot all about those.
I also have 2
remember
damaged
those.
fallen tablets from the ship that I wrecked.
Oh my God,
we
we
never
never did
investigated.
anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we-
guys never did anything with those. You just held
Yeah,
on to
that's
them.
why I was like, there's an open
don't
plot
have 'em.
thread that Dave could use for something that I
Oh,
still
yes.
have.
I didn't have any of that, so it's like, I got really nothing.
I'm also the one that got the noble to throw the table out the window.
Whee! Okay.
He was
Uh,
like, to the
Just
moon.
yeet.
yeah, he literally yeeted that thing out that. Hmm.
Yeah, you guys have all this stuff that you guys never really did anything with.
I
I
mean,
don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, for the hard drives, I can say yeah that we should have done something with that.
Well, no, you
But I don't-
did. You scanned them, remember?
No, these were never scanned.
We should probably scan them.
They were scanning the other drives that they found along the way. We never really brought up about the ones that Elias
We
has.
discovered in the Chicago Tower.
Yeah, I forgot all
And with-
about them.
and with the phone, it was just in just a random building. There, like the building had nothing important, so it was just a phone that I found in just a regular office building.
Golden Age tech that you're getting money for. Nice.
So like there wasn't gonna be an importance for that. It's just
Yeah.
it was just there. I just got lucky to get it.
So Elias has
It's
all
like,
this
ooh, mine.
information. Yeah. Hey, I know what that's worth. Oh. Man, we gotta,
Yeah.
go looking for stuff like that. I need a new ship.
But anything else before we go to the moon?
An hour, man.
I mean, we might as well just go ahead and let Theo scan those thumb drives real fast.
I can do that on the way.
Okay.
It's at least so that we're not wasting more time.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
technically,
we're
it's
still
gonna
sitting
waste
here.
more time, anyways.
Well, if he
But
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit of a flight to get to the other side of the moon anyway. 'Cause
Oh, I
it's
know,
on
I'll
the
if
say
Theo
different
or
side.
Ash,
I'm saying as in IRL time.
Yeah.
and for data wise, Ash can do it on the
But-
fly.
Now those
so.
are no. You said those are the ones found in old Chicago, right?
Yeah, in the fucking tower, and then the fallen tablets were from the ship that I blew up and crashed into the Civic Center.
Okay.
That I'm kind of giving you a plot thread of more shit to work with.
Well, I already had threads I'm working with here, so it's not like I needed more. But okay.
Hey, I kind of want to figure out whose ship that was. I
Fair
kinda
enough.
wanna tell them that they need
I
to pay
remember
their
we
fucking
found
partner.
other crap, but that was.
Fair enough. All right. So then, in mid-flight, while you guys are traveling out to the moon, your scanning of the thumb drives. You have 2 of them by the time you do reach your destination. The first one appears to be. There's a lot of numbers in here. You're not really understanding what it's all for. It's like spreadsheets of just numbers and numbers and numbers. Like it's all gibberish to you, not understanding what you're seeing here.
I can understand numbers, but not to this extent.
Yeah, like you understand what numbers are, but like as you're seeing these series of numbers, you're not understanding what they're for. Like that, what do they signify?
Signify.
What do they signify? Blah, blah. I
Signify.
can't talk. Signify. Thank you.
There you go. We'll get this. We got this.
It's basically just financial records, but you can't understand what any of this means. Like it's all gibberish. The second thumb drive does have 3 files in there that are labeled new beta projects.
Ooh.
The first file is a little more information on the Genesis device, but it's nothing you didn't already know. It's basically kind of like, from what you're seeing, it looks like it's a presentation that would be given to, say, like investors to be like, hey, this is what we're building, this is what it can do. If you invest in this is what we can promise you, and this kind of stuff. The second file does have a couple of files in it. It looks like it might be some prototype transport device. It's basically schematics of it so far. There's no build to it just yet. It looks like it might just be in development.
So
And
somebody
and the third file is a kind of rifle.
Oh,
rifle.
It's also schematic. It looks like to be in the planning phases here, but it appears to be some kind of sniper rifle.
All right. Well, I'll pass along the info back to Elias, since they were the one that had them to begin with. So
by any chance, would I be able to tell what kind of like gibberish or anything like out of that?
Paradox will assist you with that as well, just kind of looking over the information that was sent over to you, and Paradox just kind of looks over. Financial records for the company, but
See,
this is
people think-
garbage. Nothing useful here.
See, people
Looks
think that-
over the info for the transporter. It's like, ooh, this is interesting. This might have been the prototype to our transmat. Interesting.
Wait, if it's the prototype, then we could technically do something really cool with it.
Paradox just kind of looks over you like, what?
Imagine a small version of one that you could throw and teleport to different areas.
Oh, so
Like a-
instead of it being designated to the ship, you could also use it for like a short distance.
Mm-hmm. Since it's in the prototype stage, it's the broken down version of it.
We might be able
And
to
you-
salvage some information out of this.
Yeah, which would actually be a lot better to do it from step one instead of breaking down the original.
I mean, transmat technology already works pretty well.
But how many can you just casually carry with you, though?
Well, I mean, maybe creating a personal beacon for a transmat system to pick up.
That could be helpful.
Might be able to fashion something out of that, these blueprints.
Oh, oh, oh.
What was that sound?
Return to monkey.
Return to monkey. It's just
Goddamn.
4 guardian ships, and all you hear on the comms.
Okay, we're not going back to the Planet of the Apes. Knock that off.
Damn it.
That's in a whole other
Damn
galaxy
it
right now.
all. They
My
destroyed
plans
it
have been
all.
foiled. Damn it.
We'll accidentally get shot through a wormhole or something and end up there, okay?
So let's move on to the last one. What's the dealio with the rifle?
So the sniper rifle appears to be it's a heavier type of sniper rifle than you usually see. You're used to seeing ones that have, your typical like 45, 50 cal kind of bullets. This one seems to be shooting something heavier.
Like in
Like,
20
how
mil, 30
heavier?
mil?
What would anti-tank rifle be?
Oh, shit.
That is literally things I described.
Yeah, it's about a 20 or 30 mil.
And this is like an actual sniper rifle. This isn't something you like post up with.
This is
meant to
something
be
you're posting
carried.
up with for sure.
No, but this is something that's meant to like, be carried around, not something you like.
It's
Yep.
something to like use for long distance.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
So the
nice.
way the rifle works is it kind of expands in, or it folds in and expands out.
Oh.
So it's like
Implosive,
a breakdown.
explosive.
Yeah, kind of. So like, yeah, like it just kind of like folds in like an accordion, and when you need it, and you just pop on your back, and when you need to use it, you just pop it right out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, I know what I want for Christmas.
So are these these are just blueprints for it, or is this like information on one?
These are blueprints, because as far as you can tell, these
Ooh.
two particular items never made it past the development phase.
We could maybe make these if we have like
Yes.
the blueprints. We could potentially like refine them.
Ash, I,
I'm already
think we
working
could
on
do
a
something.
gun. I'm
Hey,
already
Ash.
working
Yeah,
on mine.
you're
I'll help
working on
you.
a thorn right now.
Hey, we'll get that thorn done, but we'll work on this too. What do you say,
that's
Ash?
what I'm
Come
saying. I'm saying I could potentially, I could take on a few more projects.
on. Yeah, I agree. I'd
Just let
like
me
to
know who's
have...
gonna be using it, and I got you.
Yeah, we'll work on that together. I'll help you, please. I got some skills. Let me help. Hey, maybe we can make some money
Forgive
on
me
the
if I
side.
don't. We're not selling the anti-tank rifle.
Hey, I'm not saying, sell, maybe loan, and you get some glimmer on the side.
I mean,
We are
you
the
as
only ones
a
who are gonna be
budding
using an anti-tank
gunsmith,
rifle.
you as a budding gunsmith could take this blueprint and attempt to build it.
Okay.
I am
In
making
the
a copy
future,
of that.
I
I
mean,
am not letting him
Yeah,
do
you're
no.
on
that.
mission right now,
Yeah,
so that's
on
obviously
mission.
not something you're doing.
When
Yeah,
we
no.
get back, you could attempt to make.
I like the idea of it
at least
folding.
start on
We
it.
might be able to apply this to some of our other weapons that we have.
Actually, being able to make just the concept of being able
I mean,
to
you,
bring
you
like
can turn that
huge
info over to
weapons.
Banshee 44 to try and see if he
Do
can
we want the
copy that, because
Vanguard
that's going to be a
to
bit above
potentially
your
factor into
station.
this, though?
Oh, please.
I mean, I can make
No,
weapons, but
We're
this
going
is
to have
like
our
a
own little
prototype.
business.
Yeah, kind of like a fold-up technology is a bit above your station right now.
Well, we can look
Yeah.
into it.
So I could try. Expect failures.
Well, that's what happens when we experiment with this stuff. As long as we
tell
don't blow
Banshee, we
ourselves
gotta
up.
make sure he keeps it on the down low.
Yeah, yes,
I don't want the
definitely.
Vanguard to know about anything we're doing.
Yes. I just like the idea we can maybe compact down some of our stuff to where it's not so big and bulky. Maybe we can apply that.
That
You
could
know,
be
if you're
useful.
It's
wanting one
not
of these,
it's not really necessary because you pull things from your backpack, which is basically a pocket dimension that keeps your
Mhm.
weapons in there for you.
Yes, but it was only so big.
also look into like the comm video, like at Eros's cam, and go, if you're wanting one of these, I'm teaching you how to snipe too.
Fine.
It's a hunter. It's in his blood.
Could you imagine all four of us in a building just striking a singular person with all four of them?
Oh my
Just
god!
4 of them at once.
It's literally
Assuming you
an
can
assassination team.
craft 4 of them,
Bro,
I
just
mean,
evaporates.
Well, no, even without the folding technology too, it would be
That'd
good
be
to have.
massive.
Honestly, yeah, no, just having that as a weapon, and even if it's not like a mobile thing, just having that on our
Repertoire.
yeah,
yeah.
literally like on missions, we just bring one with us.
Hey, look,
Just,
guys!
like,
I also
having
made it to
carried.
attach to my ship too.
I feel like that'd be standard fare for ships, though, wouldn't it? The
Look,
reason why
look,
this is
click,
impressive is because
click.
it's a handheld. It's like it's supposed to be a mobile weapon.
Yeah, but detaches from my ship. Hey, look, now I
We
can
could probably
detach it
hook
and take it
something
with
way
me.
bigger up to an actual ship.
Yeah, but if I want to snipe from a distance and be up in the air, I'm getting.
All right. But as you read this information, you hover over the drop zone where you guys were at the first time. It is
Lovely.
pitch black. Only your lights from your ships are lighting the ground beneath you.
Oh, put the dark.
I'm glad I'm next, so I can see in the dark.
Same.
Don't I? I can't run. Don't I have?
You can see.
Yeah.
Elias can't.
Elias can't.
Yeah,
Elias
that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
he's
like,
the only
wait a
one
minute, I
without
can
dark
see.
vision.
It's been a while since I remember it, so
How
it's
does
like,
it feel?
hand him a flashlight. Here you go.
Here you go, little buddy.
Give him a
I
little
have a flashlight.
pat him on the
you know
head.
that,
with
right?
I
a-
know.
Yeah,
No,
his
you know,
ghost
buddy.
is a flashlight.
I know,
All
we're
your ghosts are
teasing you.
flashlights.
I would not want to have my ghost out right now.
No, I'd actually rather keep DB in my pack right now and just
Yeah,
use my
no.
eyesight.
Dragonfly staying right where he is.
Yeah, because we still don't know if it's actually fully clear. Just in case somebody
Guardians,
just
we know that the whatever is on the moon commanding the Hive can kill Guardians,
yeah,
and that probably means they're ghosts.
Yeah, let's not tempt
I'd
it.
rather not.
I'll be fine with my eyes. I'm good.
Just use a handheld
I have a
flashlight.
friend
though.
telling me that their fucking family just made bacon, and now it's making me hungry. Like, all right,
Bacon.
asshole.
All right, so everyone drops in from their ships. Looking around, it's pretty much the same barren wasteland that you've seen before, with the cave going downwards into where the elevator is at. You do see a lot of footprints in the ground, in the dirt, from the massive horde of Hive that Ash had to encounter on your guys' way out.
Not here
Indeed.
again.
At this point, because of
Hmm.
how many tracks are in the ground, it's impossible to know if anyone new has entered in or gone out.
Is the elevator at the top or is it?
It's at the bottom. You go downwards
Hmm.
into
My
the
guess
cave into the elevator shaft.
if someone is down there, if the elevator is already down, someone else is probably down there.
Hmm.
I'm just saying it's impossible to know if anyone has done that because there's so many footprints on the ground. You
Yeah.
don't know if anyone's come in or
Yeah.
gone
Well, I
out.
didn't ask about that
You
part.
know, I'm basing my assumption on the fact that the elevator isn't up, even though the last time we used it, we went up.
Yeah.
So
Is
either
there?
something's broken.
You guys
it's
haven't looked at the
crashed.
elevator yet. You have to
Yeah,
go
I
down
want-
into it.
Yeah,
You
I
haven't looked
would.
at the elevator yet.
Does
wait,
it
no,
look like?
Oh, we haven't found the. Okay, never mind. Yeah, no, let's
Yeah,
go
no,
get
you
the-
guys are still at the mouth of the
Okay,
cave.
I thought you meant the
Okay.
travel
elevator was
downwards.
like down. Okay. I thought
No,
meant
no,
the
you haven't
Oh,
gone
okay.
down yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Alright.
no, let's see. Let's have a look at
So-
the elevator. Let's see if we can.
Let's
find
go
any
down, yeah.
evidence Of people being here.
Is there any
Hey,
way to
like-
tell if there's like some lights or anything or power?
I would not.
No,
risk it.
there's
Okay.
no
I'd rather
power
stay
in
as-
the
Okay.
cave there at all.
I'd
Okay, I
rather
just
stay
want
as
to make
low-key
sure.
as possible. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I just want to know if there were lights on at all, or if there was anything lighting up, because that would give us a bit of
No.
a
bullet
disadvantage.
holes or.
No,
anything
well,
that
it's
you can
pitch
see?
black in the cave, and as you're
Oh.
walking down into the cave, you're not really seeing any bullet holes or anything like that. You just see a lot of footprints, just still kind of like going through the dirt. And as you come up to the elevator shaft, you do see that the elevator doors are open, and the elevator is down. I'll have everyone make a perception check as you look down into the shaft.
That is-
Perception right here.
Yes.
Perception. There's perception.
17.
Nice.
Even though I'm fucking
Hey.
blind, I'm the only one that can fucking see.
Hey, you're using your ghost. We're not.
I'm not using my
No,
ghost.
he's not using.
Oh, he's
his
not?
ghost.
How the hell is he
No.
seeing in the dark?
An actual flashlight, like an actual like normal torch
Ugh.
flashlight.
So as you're looking down into the shaft, you notice the cables are all the way they're pulled all the way down. And as you look down, you do see a tiny light where the elevator is sitting. And as you're looking down there, you see the elevator does appear to be damaged on the outside. It looks like something inside the elevator smashed the back end of it, and it is dented into the wall.
Oh,
Okay. I have 4 surveillance drones. Can I send one of them down? Would it work?
Yes, you can. So how many are you going to send down? Are you
Just
sending
I'm
down
gonna
all
send
4?
one. No, just one right now. Down to the elevator to look around, kind of hopefully not spot anybody.
What was the range on those? I'm forgetting.
Did I write it down on
One
here?
minute.
I apologize. They have a decent range.
Yeah, I'm just
I think it's
forgetting
a
what
few
that
hundred
range
yards.
is. Well, yeah. So be what, 500 feet?
I think it's
Uh,
400 or 500.
They can
I
operate within 1 mile of the controller.
Oh shit. Okay.
nice.
Thank you.
Definitely gonna want to use that then.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was 1 mile. Damn. Thank you. Didn't
Oh,
I thought it was only 400 or 500 feet.
Yeah, I thought it was limited range also.
So
side note, Dave, future note, because I'm the only one without dark vision. There's something that I want to get as an armor upgrade, but I want to just run it past you real quick.
Okay.
Here, take a look. Something that does it like this.
Vision.
Like almost like a thermal, but black and white, where I can choose either cold is black, white is hot, or vice versa. But as a helmet upgrade.
We'll have to look into that.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Gave me time to write down what I needed to.
Because I could see that being really helpful in the future.
Okay. All right. So as you drop down the surveillance drone, it does turn on its little light, so you're able to see. It makes its way all the way down the shaft, and you manage to get it through the little maintenance hole. And immediately as you drop down into the elevator, you look into the back wall, and you immediately see it looks like a crater. Just something just smashed into that back wall.
I'm just passing this information on because I'm assuming it's in my HUD that I can
Yeah,
actually see.
all you guys are able to see this
Okay, cool,
in your
good.
HUDs.
Hey guys, you
Did
see
I do that
that?
when I left?
I don't remember. I don't think you did. Did you?
My memory's foggy. You know.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
And as you spin the drone around, you see that the elevator doors are busted open too, like they're like twisted open like a aluminum can.
Which way are they twisted? In or out? Like toward the elevator or
They're-
out toward the hall?
They're going into the elevator.
Okay, so whatever it was came in smashing.
I would like to investigate that.
I would like to rage.
Ash is raging. Whoa.
I just want to have a look. I just want to have a look. I want to see if I can like.
Well, I mean, are we even able to call the elevator up with the whole?
Probably
thing
not.
inside?
But
I would say don't call it because
No,
I can
I
get us
don't.
down there stealthily.
Yeah, that's the
I
idea.
prefer. Yes, I prefer that
I
too.
don't
Yeah, I mean,
Please,
if
we
you
just
want,
hop
you guys can
down.
basically ride the cable down to the elevator.
Since my drone's down there, can I send it in a little further, like just inside those doors to look around,
Sure. And actually, while
just so
you
we
do
have a bit
that-
more of a clear opening? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Have it.
I'm
Roll a
just
stealth
waiting
check.
for an ogre to show up or some shit.
Yeah. If
I
we're
don't
gonna
think those-
if we're gonna slide down the cables,
We're not sliding. I have a device.
So
We
if you
have
look up at the map
technology.
up at
Yeah.
the top here, I'll reveal that to you.
Oops. Okay.
So you're able to peek down the hallway here, and not much has generally changed from the last time you were down here. But you do see in the ground, you do see some fairly large footsteps.
You guys seeing this? Because
now I believe that was definitely caused by me.
yeah, those are big thumps, but you were carrying a lot.
Yeah, and as you look at the footsteps, they are walking towards the elevator.
Oh,
Yep, that's you.
yeah.
But
The
again,
light protects.
I don't recall
Wait, I still have it.
bashing into the side of the elevator.
No, you didn't.
Well, at least
I don't remember.
outwards.
You didn't bust through the doors either.
I mean, I know I hit
So
the.
something else is down here, but it didn't leave those footprints.
Do you want me to send the drone in further? What do you think?
I kind of want to investigate myself.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm just putting it there by the doors right now, so we can get down there. Right now, it's just giving us warning if something does move or something is there.
If you, I'm not gonna go down until you guys are satisfied with what we've seen. But like, I don't know. I guess I'm just antsy to get my hands on that dark matter.
Theo, Elias, what do you think?
Oh well, first, Dave, with the dent in the back of the elevator that we saw, how big of a dent was it? Like,
It's
something
pretty
that-
much the entire elevator wall.
Oh,
Entire- Okay, so
Big ass dent.
yeah.
Oh, yo.
I mean, I don't think I bashed into it that hard, nor have I did, or gunshot fucking caused that.
This
So
one wasn't much
And
of-
also,
again,
we took
You
we
know
also
what? Roll intelligence with advantage. Let's just see
Yeah.
if you remember.
okay, 'cause-
I was gonna say we took the elevator up. It wasn't like that.
11.
11.
Yeah. As you're thinking back on what happened there, you did not cause that dent on the back wall. In fact, the only thing that you recall is that there were a couple of gunshots that happened along the elevator door.
And then I mean I could probably understand the door part because I did hit it with my hammer to get a knife out
Even
of
what
it.
happened to the door, that was not you.
Yeah, because that's from the outside, not the inside.
Yeah, because
Yep.
I was there with you
And
when
that
that
was
happened.
clearly not the dredging, because otherwise, whatever that did would have clearly gotten to you.
Yeah.
It would have gotten to both of us because I was there with Theo at the time.
Yep.
Because I fell through the hatch.
Yep.
I'm
You,
actually
you
curious,
dropped in.
Hi, I'm
I'm
here.
actually curious on what could be down here if it is still down here.
I can
That
send the
is
drone in a little further if you
question.
want, just to be sure. But
Don't.
we can go down.
Eh.
I don't want to
Eh, I
alert any
I-
more than we have.
Let's have a look.
If something's hiding, I can handle a hit.
Okay, let's. Why don't we just go? Let's go. The drone is
Well,
sitting there when we
I
teleport
have
or
been
whatever.
waiting for you guys to say this. So.
I was gonna use the fucking. No, I actually want to see how y'all get down there before I do this.
I was just gonna slide the cable slowly, so that way I don't make too much noise.
I was planning on
It's
jumping down.
It's either that or I'm gonna run past Ash again and jump on it and go yeehaw. But that ain't
I
quiet.
will
So-
shoot you in the ass again.
Yeah,
I-
if-
Attempt me.
Okay, so Bork, I'm just gonna go ahead and warn you this. You're gonna have to make an acrobatics check if you're gonna have to make that dive, and I'm just warning you, if you make a natural 1,
oh,
your glide's gonna fail, and you're gonna pull a repeat of what happened to poor Visor.
Yeah.
remember it's a 45-degree angle. I do remember the angle.
Actually, I guess I could. Can I jump down and then sort of as I go down, sort of break my fall a little bit so I don't.
But
Not
that's
so
what
I
the
don't, have
acrobatics
to
check
catch
is. It's
myself.
basically gonna be activating your
okay.
glide.
Yeah.
Okay. I trust in myself. I believe in myself.
All right, so
That's
you're
what I
diving.
thought,
You're diving
too.
in.
Yeah, I'll just jump down.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck? What the?
Hey, look, Vortex 2.0.
Oh my god!
I'm just.
These moments we all have these
All right,
weird
so
rolls.
you guys are standing here. You watch Ash jump. I gotta think how far down this drop's gonna be.
I'm
Oh,
fucking
no.
dead. I am dead.
So I'm just saying this. I'm looking back at Ash and I didn't even decide to go down yet. Is that what happened to you before?
Yeah, his didn't activate and it just did
How
not.
the fuck
Mm.
did this happen?
It's bad luck.
I this is why I gave you the warning, is because I had a feeling.
I trusted in myself, and I was wrong.
Is there a way I
And
can help
I
Ash?
trusted in my instincts, and I gave you fair warning.
Is there a way I can help Ash before it gets really bad?
Nope.
I
He's already made the jump.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Okay.
You have made this bed and you have to
Yep.
lie in it.
So 1d6
Uh,
per 10-foot falling. So that's gonna be.
I'm probably gonna need a res from one of you guys.
Oh yeah.
No, your ghost
You
will be able
got
to
your
res
ghost.
you.
You got your ghost, yeah.
Yeah, your ghost will be able to res you. That's gonna be
Okay,
fine.
Good.
So
Oh my
Yeah.
I
god.
need. Oh god. Okay.
I got more dice,
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah, I need
I'm
the
dead. I'm
advanced
just
dice
dead.
roller for this. So.
Yeah, it's when you get above a certain number. Hello.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
I
Hang
have
on.
no doubt that I am God.
Oh, I got it now, Ash. Fuck yeah! There we go. There's the title. It fits now.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Title of our stream.
You take 50 points of falling damage.
Oh,
How
I'm
much
dead.
shield you got?
See ya.
How much shield you got?
is that temporary hit points or what is that?
So,
It goes to both.
just to flavor this, so as you watch this, you see Ash jump, and just kind of falling,
And then
hits the side of the wall. Body's tumbling in midair. At this point, you've already realized, oh, she's probably dead as her body's tumbling in the air. And you hear the loud thump as her body crashes onto the elevator shaft. Or the elevator car, excuse me.
Guardian down.
Oh,
Shut up.
again?
Nova pops out your backpack and immediately
Wait,
casts
wait,
Gather
wait.
Light.
Nova?
Hold on, we were
Or,
recording that.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Firefly.
This is
sorry.
all on
No.
stream.
No, but
I got
one
your ghosts
thing-
mixed up.
Hold on.
So,
One thing I just want to do as soon as she hits the bottom, I just want to do the fucking like Wild West of when you see a tumbleweed.
My God.
Because remember, it was at an angle, so her body rolled.
Yeah, we're just like,
I want to clip the moment where I get fucking break my legs, but I guess I can't.
you can clip it all you want if you want.
I want that because that's funny. It was funny.
Yeah.
But I've never clipped anything on Twitch before.
Sorry,
So
we got somebody in the stream who just helmets HUDs right now. Revive. Yes.
I like that.
Sorry, I
You
had to
just
bring it
hear-
up.
you
Usually
hear
we don't
me hit the
respond.
wall and you just hear Guardian down.
Oh my God.
so your ghosts immediately pop out and cast Gather Lights and immediately res you.
I'm just
Beautiful,
gonna look towards
beautiful.
Elias. I'm just gonna look towards Elias. Like, so what's your plan of getting down? I'm not
Shit
doing
fucking
that.
hurt.
I just look at Theo. I'm just gonna look at Urus and go, so you want to try to get down there now, or because
I'll get down, but I ain't doing it that way.
Firefly just calls it, we're okay.
Oh my God. I am going to, if the cable is still intact, I am going to slide down cable.
Yep, the cable has
Slowly.
been there the whole time.
Yeah. I'm going to slide
I
down the
just wanted
cable
to
like I
think
did
that- I
before,
just-
but a little more carefully and just
Hero this shit.
drop
Did not
in.
work.
That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to just slide down carefully and just drop in.
Oh,
Normal, no fancy stuff. Just, hi, I'm
that
here.
hurt.
so as he's sliding down, I just look at Theo and pull out the device I specifically had made for using in elevators.
But that was to bring you up, not carry you down.
No,
Fuck
it
your
is for
sensible
either way.
idea.
It was for traveling up or down.
Yeah,
It
wasn't
has
it?
an engine in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. It has a small motor in it. That
What were your
it.
sensible ideas?
And I literally just look at Theo and go, yeah, this button is for down, this button's for up.
45-degree
What's the
angle.
weight limit?
What's the weight limit?
I
Yeah,
still
I mean,
remember
45-degree angle, you can basically just like hook yourself
Slide
and just
on.
like
slide down.
It's like
the-
a zip line.
Yeah.
zip line on your way down.
I mean, I'm literally just sliding down the cable because I did it before. So,
Yeah, but
Boy.
here's the thing: you're going slowly. This just fucking zips you down.
well,
You're gonna
I guess I
fucking
could
run
go a
at a
little.
controlled rate.
I guess I could
You're
go a
literally
little
gonna run this
faster
man
since
over.
somebody hit the bottom.
Shut up.
It's okay. It's okay.
No, it isn't. I'm in
There's a
second
reason
grade
why I
now.
don't jump in this game very much.
I don't think I
And
learned my
because
lesson yet,
this
I'm
is
gonna
now
be
the
completely
second
honest.
time this type of thing has happened in this campaign.
Anybody listening, go back to the first few episodes. It's on the YouTube channel. You'll find it.
I am known for making.
Then
I'm
you'll
known
hear
for
all
making
our other
terrible
stuff.
decisions. So I don't think this is the last you've seen of me being an idiot.
Don't worry, we're all gonna do it. I did it multiple times.
But yeah, I'm a bit
Thanks,
serious.
what
What's
the
the weight limit for that?
For the line, the weight limit itself is about 3,000 pounds. So
How much
I meant
does
for the
Theo weigh?
device.
which
I don't
device?
want-
Sorry.
The device that Blue
Elias.
has. I don't want to accidentally like snap it on the way down.
It's
You
made
might
for
be-
carrying anybody from hunters, warlocks, and titans.
Oh, you're talking the hook. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. The weight limit for it is 600 pounds.
Okay, so okay.
How much
It's basically
does
enough for
Theo
2
weigh?
people.
All right.
And
that's-
you, for be like in your case, like you could do it like solo.
Well, because if we're just gonna do a one-way trip down, just I hold on to it, grab Elias, and just go down.
Why are you grabbing me? Just send it back up.
Because
If you carry him down, the line might snap because you're going to be over the weight limit.
Would I?
Yeah,
The elevator.
You're a
both of
big
you?
boy.
You're a
It's an
big
old
boy.
Table.
You
Not that
carried
heavy.
black matter or dark matter or whatever it was. You
You are
carried
a
that.
thick boy.
Yeah,
You should probably just go down on your own.
I'm
You're
only 200
archaic, man.
pounds.
only 200. No,
200 pounds?
no, oh, that's a lie.
Something's wrong there.
What scale did you use?
Math ain't mathin'.
If the
I mean,
elevator and that didn't go up,
you're a big heavy frame, dude. I mean, you're at least 3.
And plus, you're made of literally metal.
A light
I
metal.
can't believe we're
Well,
arguing
it's-
about weight now. On
It's
this.
some metal, some like very, very.
Remember, he's in
It's-
denial, so it's okay.
Yeah, but you're a heavy combat frame, so like yeah, you're a thick boy. I mean,
I guess.
like you could do it. I mean,
Oh my god.
Theoretically.
it's just like
but
you're like the
tricky.
stress limit on it's gonna get tested.
Also, how heavy is your fucking hammer?
Oh god, yeah, I forgot.
Question.
Oops.
Yeah, that hammer is pretty heavy too.
Oh yeah. I completely forgot. Yeah.
Fine, I'll just go down solo.
Instead of what clinging onto Elias. I feel like if you did that while like
Mm.
clinging onto Elias, the least of your problems would be the elevator. I feel like he would get ripped in half. Just
You
by
could probably
your
take to
fucking-
grab the elevator line and go down
via
instead.
your weight.
I mean, so okay, so you basically kind of hook the little grappling
Oh.
hook to your back and just kind of use it to zip line on your way down.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Am I almost at the
All right.
bottom?
This has been a
Yeah, I
great
mean,
episode far.
so
I-
yeah,
'cause
for
I mean, I'm
brevity,
going
like
down.
you slid down to the bottom there, and did you want to enter into the elevator shaft, or do you want
Yeah,
to
I
stay
just
up
gonna-
on top?
No, it's just gonna drop down in.
Okay.
That's all. That's why I said I'd drop down in, because my drone's there watching, and I can see that on my HUD. So it's like
Yeah, and you see Ash kind of like holding her head, just kind of like
put my hand
still
on her
kind of
shoulder.
recovering
Hey,
it
you all
on
right?
top of the elevator car.
Please
Yeah.
don't.
Just before I
can't.
just before I drop down, I just put my hand on her shoulder. You okay? It's like
I cannot do this right now.
just sit here for a moment. I'm dropping down, and I drop down.
Am I not? Wait, am I down there or did I respawn up top?
You're on
No,
top of the
you're
elevator.
on the car. You're on top of the elevator car.
Yeah, there's an
okay.
open hatch in the top, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Would've
what my
been bad
drone flew through, and that's what I
Okay,
fell through.
So I was
and-
just a bit confused.
It would have been bad if your body.
Yeah,
rolled
your
through the
ghost
hatch.
revived you there on the spot. She didn't take you back up to
Okay.
res.
It would have been really bad if your body rolled through the fucking hatch.
Thanks, Suki. Thanks for dropping by. I don't usually respond during this, but thank you. He gave us a good laugh too. That was the one who did revive. Suki the wagon.
Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, we're always welcome to new viewership.
What do
That's
you
always
know?
awesome.
Usually we don't respond, but that was a good timing because I read it just at that moment.
Revive.
All right,
Oh.
so Earl,
Ooh,
you're
nice.
taking
Okay,
initiative
my
and diving in.
Yep.
Make a perception check as you
I'd
look
like to do
down the
Okay,
hallway.
where's my sheet? Is that
14. Okay.
that's good?
So you look down the hallway and you do see the same hole in the wall that's off to the left-hand side of you there. As you
Yep.
peer down, you do see those same footsteps that you saw in the drone. So far, you're not seeing anything else really changed, but it does break off, or your vision does stop at a certain point.
Okay, my drone I have just
I
sitting
cannot
outside
see
the
a thing.
door. I recall it back to me, which
Okay.
literally me reaching out, just grabbing it, put it back.
Yeah, yeah.
Printer friendly is fine. Whispering.
This cat is.
Ugh.
Yes, because I want to. I'll stand near the door while they get down there. Just kind of make
Okay,
sure.
so you just stand
Actually,
by waiting for the
no.
others?
Actually, I want to step into the hall, like right about there. So, like I'm
Okay.
because I know the drone I had sitting back here, but I want to step out a little further, just a bit. That way,
I'm
Okay.
taking my little elevator thingy.
Yeah.
You're still slowly coming down.
I'm pretty much waiting for me to get down and then continue.
All right, yeah. I mean, so brevity's sake, you guys do make it down without any issues. I guess you all chose safe options, except for one.
I wanted to be quiet.
We
Don't need to be
lost our-
quiet.
We lost our element of surprise.
If they haven't tried to attack us, if they didn't try to kill me when I fell, I doubt they're fucking doing anything
How
now.
do you know that they were close by? Maybe they're still heading there.
Anyway,
Let's just get the fucking dark matter, bro. I can't deal with it.
I can see
All right,
clearly now that we have died.
I want to move down the hall a little bit while they're getting. Are you guys up on top of the elevator still?
I'm gonna drop down once I
Okay.
get there after taking my shit.
Because I was gonna move down the hall a little further, like right about here.
You should probably let the tank move forward first.
I'm doing it quietly. How about this? I'll roll for stealth, right? Where's
Okay.
stealth? Where the hell's stealth? Damn it! There it is.
roll stealth to go down the hallway. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. See?
22. Okay. All right, so your vision does extend down a little further down the hallway.
So, yeah, I'm right about here. So
Yep. So I'm
I just want to make sure.
here.
Oops. Move the map around here. There we go.
So as you're approaching further up this way, you start seeing this little crater that's in the ground. Whoops, hang on, I gotta switch. Not that.
Switch up.
So right there,
Okay.
you
Where's
see
this
this crater in the ground that you don't remember seeing before.
Hey guys, there's a crater up ahead of me that I don't think was there before.
Have I recovered enough to investigate to join him?
Yeah, you made a full
Yeah.
recovery at this point.
Okay,
Your ghost revived you.
I just
Can I recall if that was the hole I made by throwing the black matter before? So I did toss it a bit.
Hang on, guys. I'll put it up on my HUD so you can see it. There we go. I
So
don't have my
I
drone
won't
out.
make you roll for this one. So as you recall, when you were walking down this way, you don't remember any kind of like a stomp or anything that you had to make that would have caused this crater. You still see where your footprints are kind of going, like down the hallway here. This seems to be at least where one of your footprints was. But this doesn't look like something you don't recall making.
Well, someone else must be heavy around here.
Heavier than you? Okay.
heavier or just angrier.
Yeah. I'm going to make my way up to this corner and kind of peek around.
Sorry, do that again. I missed it.
Yeah, it's right near where the crater is. I'm like right at that corner.
Okay, right
looking
about
around.
there. Okay.
Yeah, I want to look around, just kind of peek. I don't want to full step out there. Just
Gotcha.
in case if somebody's
I
there.
remember there being something here, which could I see if I could peer into?
Good memory.
Yeah. Make a perception for me.
Yes, sir. 1 second. Do that. Oh,
That's right.
perception. 19.
19. Okay.
I remember.
So you look inside here. The room is just a mess. And you kind of remember that would being the case as the knights came out of this room.
Yeah. Yeah, and I got pushed around.
Yeah.
Still beat the crap out of them, but
You did. But yeah, it's a meeting room that's got the meeting table there, but the room is tossed. All right, and then Eros, as you're making the look down the hallway here,
Yeah.
you do you do look all the way down the hallway. Let me switch back here. Right, like right about here where the wall is. There's a new hole there.
Hey guys, there's a hole down at the end of the hall. Theo, did you make a hole in the wall down at the end here? And I have it to where he can visually see through my HUD too. So you're just back
I wish
behind
I
me.
did.
Yeah, that means there's.
This hole is massive too. It is about 10 feet in diameter.
Oh yeah, I definitely wish that was me.
Me too, because then I would explain the
Things
hole.
you don't want to say as a guy.
Okay. Can I do I see any other doors open or anything else other than this holdout at the end of the hallway?
Nothing new. You do see the little entryway right here that leads you into the bathrooms that you know of, going back that way. The other side here is still where you would turn the corner to go down the hallway to where the research lab is.
Okay, can I make my way to this right here? And is that door closed right now? Or
That
is it
door is
even...
closed right now, yes. But you do remember searching this, and this is where the bathrooms were.
Yeah, and I actually do remember that. That's because I'm like, I know there are bathrooms here. Can I push the door open a little bit to see if there's in there? Kind of just peek in there too, while kind of keeping an eye on that big hole.
All right, so as you kind of open the door just a little bit, you start to hear the sound of rushing water.
Hey guys, I'm hearing water running. Can I push it open a little bit more to see?
Yep, so you kind of, let me swap again. So you look down the hallway. As you open up the doorway, the sound of rushing water is getting louder. There's another doorway here that I got swap
It's
again.
the door to the left. Yep.
Yeah, the
right.
door on your left there. This is where that rushing water sound is coming from. And it looks like there's a little bit of water underneath the door as you approach it.
Okay. I want to step in. Oh, can I step in here then?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna kind of push the door open, or can I push the door open a little bit to see?
Yep. So I won't make you roll for it either. The door pushes open pretty easily. You just kind of and you slowly open the door, and you see along the back wall there's busted pipes through the concrete. It looks like something literally punched the wall behind it. And the pipes seem to have kind of held it up somewhat. But the pipes are busted through and there's water flowing out. It looks like there is a little drain on the ground there, but it seems to be covered up by some rocks from the debris.
Okay. It looks like something hit the other side, did some damage to the pipes. That's where the water sound is coming from. I'm coming back out to the hall. I want to come back out here if possible.
Where's the water draining to?
There's a drain right there.
There's a drain on the floor. It's just partially covered by debris, so that's why it's partially flooding the floor.
Yeah, it's not draining fast enough, so.
Yep.
Does it actually, quick question, is the water look like it's building up more through the doorway? Like it's being backed up more? I don't know how to describe
hard to tell. You don't know how long this pipe has been busted for and how long this water's been running. So for all you know, this is kind of where like it's reached its standing level.
Okay. Just general question then, just to see.
Yep. Nope,
Okay.
you're
I'm
fine.
gonna move back out to the hall here. I want to kind of investigate the down here and see what happened, and also look down this hallway.
I'd hate to get the water bill.
No.
All right, so as you look through the hole in the wall, it's a winding cave system.
Hey, you guys picking this up on your HUDs?
You look through, it's a cave tunnel that just leads into pure darkness.
We should probably leave that for later.
Yes. I'm just
I
making
want to
sure.
kind of.
And while you're close by there, make a perception for me.
Thank you. There it is. Oops, I hit it twice. Sorry.
Ooh,
Let's take the
Okay,
first
yeah,
one.
Yep, we'll go with the first one. There seems to be like some noises coming from the cave, but it's very, very faint and distant. You can't quite pick up what it is, but something is off there in the distance.
probably who heard me.
I'd say you guys should check out what we've seen already. I'll stay
Yeah,
put
let's-
here
That was
in
my
case something
plan.
does come.
May I do my thing?
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys-
Yep.
please
I
do.
want to really quick. I think it was through this area. I kind of want to start looping around to where
Yeah.
we got the dark matter originally.
Mhm.
Okay.
Agreed.
I think it was down here. I think was the entrance.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
Yep.
I'm down here at the
Okay.
tunnel
Yeah.
entrance.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
because you have to go
I'll
through
be
that.
at the entrance because
So I want to head through this little security checkpoint.
All right. So yep, you walk through what would be the security checkpoint. There's no power to it at all, and the doors are wide open, so you just walk right through without any problems.
I'll
Yeah,
go.
so
I'll
it's-
go with Ash too, so I'll follow you. Just so
All
you're
right,
not
so
alone.
Don't
you'll be
jump off
following.
another bit. Just make
I'll
sure
stay
I
put
got
out
the-
my,
Well, I figured staying
legs again.
two, just in case.
Okay, so Maggie's gonna wait by the elevator door. Elias,
Oh,
where
no,
are
I'm
you gonna
staying
be?
put over here by the
Alright.
cave.
Oh,
'cause-
you're
Yeah,
staying
he's
by the
down
cave.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, he's down there.
yeah, in case
He's
something
covering
does
the
come
cave.
out.
Okay, I got you. All right, and then Elias, where are you gonna
Where's
go?
the fucking cave? Sorry.
It's down
It's-
here.
Okay,
The cave
it's
is
on
down
the
here.
it's on the back wall.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like down
just-
here.
Fucking prepare to fire and
We'll
like
just
prop
do
myself
chill
up.
this until then.
So you're
Yeah.
looking down the cave, just kind of propped up, waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Prep a chaos reach to just beam them, I guess.
Well, no, with my rifle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you two are posted up by the cave, and then the other two are gonna go investigate.
Mhm.
Yes.
I'll follow Ash.
All right.
Ash's got lead on there.
All right.
I may not know how to
so-
glide, but I do know how to
Yeah.
for the way out.
I will reveal the rest of this section here for you guys.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm trying to
Okay.
make sure. It has been a while since I went around here. Okay, yeah, so I think it was here, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
Like, through this.
Yep. So you guys walk through the research area here. Nothing really has changed in here. The tables are still tossed. You see the same computers, chairs, everything that was in there. So you make your way around.
We already investigated computers last time, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The computers were dead. You couldn't really garner anything
You
out of them.
okay, Blue?
No, I'm pissed.
Okay. So last time there were I think there was at least one other sample, wasn't there?
No, you guys try to gather all three.
we got the two. The one
Yep.
Theo had to push off and literally launch at the other. So
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, you gather the two, and then the one had to get left behind.
Yeah, so we need to grab that one.
no, what
That
what he
third
means
one
is that
was used for the device.
well, no. What
uh,
happened was that we got two out, and I tried to get the third. However, that's when we kind of dredging, and I had to sacrifice the black.
Yeah, I gave the
Oh.
TLDR version.
yeah,
Oh, okay. So we had to. Okay, so that dark matter's gone. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, now I get it. So, is there any? There's none left in here then.
I'll make a perception for me, both of you.
Oh,
Please
well,
tell me
that's
I'm
right.
not gonna fuck this one up again. Let's go.
20. Okay.
20.
6. Okay.
I'm redeeming
Yeah,
myself.
mine's lower.
Yep. So you guys are looking through all this in here. You guys did take the 3 samples that were in here. So far, you're not seeing anything in here that remains. This is, however, not where it was processed. This is where it was being placed, where it was fully refined.
Ah,
I was wondering.
maybe if we can, so we could potentially not make her, but you know.
Oh, if we can find the facility
acquire
where it
some-
was
if we can
done.
find the facility that processed them.
Yeah,
I would
because this
assume,
was refining
considering
it.
how damn heavy it was probably nearby. I wouldn't want to transport something like that any further than I had to. Probably it's probably
You
cocaine
guys,
is probably-
while you guys are in here, though, with that perception, Ash, you do happen to notice in the back corner. Hang on. Right over here, there does appear to be an active console.
It's just a
let's
small shot.
investigate. Let us investigate.
All right.
Wait.
Make an investigation with advantage because you're gonna be
Nice.
knowledgeable with computers. 16. Okay. So you begin to tap on the buttons on the console, looking over the information here. What you're able to see in here is that the 3 samples in there were serialized and marked. So they are marked currently in the inventory, even though they were taken. What you're able to also see is that there are 2 satellites waiting to be recovered.
Ooh.
Well,
And you just hear your ghost in your head goes, looks like we might be able to gather some more after all.
exactly. So where exactly are these again?
You don't see the coordinates in this information here. You just see that there are 2 satellites that are in orbit that are waiting to be recovered,
They're in orbit.
but
Okay.
you're not able to activate the recovery sequence.
Which probably means we're gonna have to go there on our own.
Well, we.
Well, I guess
Go
once
on.
we're
But
wrapped up
without the
here-
coordinates, it's going to be a needle in the
in orbit of
haystack.
in orbit of.
Does
You
it
don't
say
know.
what it's an orb? Oh. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't say where it's in orbit. Okay. I thought
All
meant it
you
was in
see
orbit
is
of, like,
on the
moon
screen. It
or
just
something.
says 2 satellites in orbit ready for recovery.
Okay, I thought you meant like in orbit of like the moon or something.
I mean, it could be. You don't know.
We just don't know.
It doesn't
Okay.
tell you.
There's no we can't. I can't think of anyone we could really ask for this kind of information. I guess when we get out, we could potentially just kind of have a look around the moon and Earth, see if maybe it's there.
I mean,
Hmm.
you're
There
able
or-
to put together what the satellites look like based on the schematics that are displayed on the screen. But
Right.
again, you're scanning for something that's maybe a few meters. They're relatively small collection satellites.
Whatever happened to all the satellites that were above the Arctic?
The ones that crashed?
You mean all of them crashed? I thought there were
No,
just
not
a
all of
few.
them, but the ones that did.
I mean, just go up there and investigate later at one point, and
Let's see
something
that.
may be there.
Yep, you have to find out because you don't know what crashed up there.
My ex crashed. That's why it's a wasteland.
I suppose the only thing really left to check is the cave. So we should probably head back to the others.
Agreed. I'll follow.
All right.
So we reckon.
As you guys turn to walk out, you notice something along the back wall here. There's a carved message on the metal of the wall, and it just says "Nice try."
This motherfucker.
I still have my camera up so they can still see what we're seeing. I'm like, Oh, mother, no one said.
I'll give you
Yeah,
3
figured.
guesses who that's from.
I wonder who.
We're gonna have to fucking we're gonna have to just like leave Elias in the tower now.
Huh? Why?
To be fair, you already knew that the 3 samples here were gone, so you knew that the inventory here was already taken.
Nice try.
Yeah,
That
but if he
wasn't
knew we
there
were
before.
coming here.
We will just have to scour the moon.
But that doesn't explain why the elevator's
Let's
bashed and there's a tunnel now. Nice
I'm
try.
guessing the thing that made the tunnel destroyed the elevator.
We
So let's investigate the tunnel. Let's see what's in there.
Well, it didn't go up the elevator, so it's got to be down that tunnel.
And I'm curious.
Here's that one fat kid from the candy store that didn't get his ice cream.
I knew it. Figures.
All right, so everyone's gathering up at the mouth of the cave.
Yes. We're all getting up here. Oops, my mouse is jumping. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, I wonder.
So as you're looking through this,
Mhm.
and I've got a bit of a second map here for this.
Transaction.
You look through,
Oh,
and it's a cave in there,
Mm.
but the entryway is about the size of the hole. It's about 10 feet going into this cave.
I feel like we should
And
have,
while you're all standing here, I'll have you all make perception checks.
lovely.
Uh,
Damn it.
Fancy.
Nice.
yeah, you can.
You did good.
And then Elias as well.
What? Perception?
Perception.
Perception.
12.
Okay.
Yay.
Eros, Theo, you guys hear something down there. It sounds morbid, crunching, screams.
We'll just look at Theo. I don't like this.
I do.
Yeah.
In
You're
DB,
definitely-
in your helmet, Eros, he goes, I think that's the Hive.
Yeah. You're
Stay
definitely
in.
not going first this time.
Nope. I am too squishy for this.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to be stealthy. 19.
19. Okay.
I kind of
So you're going stealthy in?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. Okay. So you silently make your way into the cave, just quietly walking in.
Tiptoeing.
Yep.
Tiptoe through the window.
Too
So
loud.
Gross.
So as you walk through, you do see where the cave starts to extend through the hole here on the right. And as you walk through, you didn't hear it before, but you're hearing it now. That sound of screaming, bone crunching. That kind of morbid sound that you hear out of the Hive.
So there's nothing in this first hole area.
Nope, but it sounds like there's a lot of them down that hallway.
Just continue forward.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll another stealth check.
8. And I'm going really slowly. And remember, they have to hear it over their own fucking noise, too.
But you don't know what's on the other side of that hallway. Okay.
There's more.
That's not Hang on, I need to pull out the right book. I need.
Fuck. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna have to go get my truck.
Beep beep.
No, because the shop is closed.
Ship.
No, the shop is closed, so my truck is just sitting there.
Beep beep.
All right, so you are heard. You hear something just kind of off in the distance.
Still haven't.
So how far do I make it into the cave?
So wait, you stopped right where it bends.
I thought so, but
yeah.
Okay.
you said
Yeah.
that I was
I didn't see where the ping was, so I'm sorry.
Yeah. Because I thought I was looking down through here.
Yep. All right, so you look around the corner here. It looks like it still kind of bends around the corner there, but as you look around there, you hear something just kind of come into presence behind you. Roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
All of us. Okay.
Yep. Everyone roll initiative.
I gotta pull my screen back up.
21. 21?
6. Earth.
All right, let me assemble this.
Nice.
And by the way, Megu, since you have the stuff for the swords, I'm going to be relying on you.
I mean, not entirely. I just
how many more
know
days
they
do I
are.
have until I can turn my gun into thorn again?
Well, I mean, you have the...
It's not dependent on days. It's dependent on the number of kills you make with your hand cannon
I know
right
what you
now.
mean now. Yeah.
Oh, I have to get kills. With
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead. But you've got 14 days left.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because there's another step following that too. So.
Yay.
Oops. No. Fix that. That's...
Short rest. Yeah. Chaos table. Where was chaos table? Where was chaos table?
All right. So to give everyone a little perspective here, the creature is standing right here in the middle of the hallway, right behind Elias. Elias, you're up first. You turn and you see a 10-foot tall Hive Knight. But this is no ordinary Hive Knight. This Hive Knight is carrying a double-sided axe. And this is not like one you've seen before.
It's the homie. He's here to reclaim our...
Oh boy.
Reclaim our asses.
Reclaimer of ass.
It's the homie, claimer of ass.
Oh my god.
He's the
So-
reclaimer of ass, the Witch Queen one.
Oh god, I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Because he's like right about here, right?
He is right in front of you, looking down at you.
He is right up in our shit.
Well, I don't know where the fuck you three are.
We would be like in this room. I
Yeah,
would
you
assume.
went ahead.
Well, that means I can't use my super.
Can't?
But something you could do is you could disengage to get away
Well,
from
I-
the guy.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
he's-
have that feat.
That's to do it as a bonus action. You can do it as an action.
I don't. Well, here's the thing. I have the initiative, so
Also, it's blocking his path
You have
anyway.
two
He'd have to
actions.
get
You
her
could
by it.
back up and
literally
maybe
straight
fire off
blocking
a
my
shot.
path. But you know what? Since I can just do this, I'm gonna put 6 scout rifle shots into it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Well, my last one's a crit fail.
Yep, only one of them succeeded.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh,
6 shots at point blank range.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
What are you, me?
You hit him for 3 damage.
Are you me actually playing Destiny? I suck at using Star Weapon.
wait, I'm checking my ass to make sure I didn't get shot again.
I'm the only one who can shoot you in the ass.
The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually step closer into him.
Oh shit!
So he can't really swing that axe as easily.
You won't. I'm just waiting for
Okay.
you to absolutely rock your shit, bro.
Hey, what do you want me to do? It's either that or take the axe.
I mean, he's already right in front of you. I mean, you're just like
Yeah.
you're just getting up in his face at this point. Just like
Punch him in the face.
you're just getting face to face with him to taunt him or some shit.
Give him a little kiss, right?
I guess the only thing I can fucking do is
Forehead.
just pull my sword and just prepare for the next turn and protect
Okay.
myself.
Prepare a block. I guess.
Okay. All right, Uros, you're now up. So you're kind of back here, so you can move up to about. Let's see. You can move up to about here, and you would have an angle at its back.
Yeah, I'll put myself right about there. That'd be good because I'm close. Very close.
All right. So what are you hitting them with?
Let me hit him with I'm gonna take a shot with Graviton Lance first.
Okay.
Come on, hit it. There we go.
15. That will miss.
That was- I'll take another shot with it. See
Okay.
if we hit him. It's not high enough.
16's gonna miss.
Can I throw my bloody knife at him?
Yeah, that's your bonus action.
Yeah,
You can do it.
Oh, okay. That.
Why did the music stop? God damn it. All right, 23 will hit.
Dang.
All right, so your shots are just bouncing off its chitin, just off its back, just doing nothing to it. You throw your knife into its back, and that's 13 damage. So, 2. Oops. All right, and that's going to be it for you. It is now the Hive's turn. Elias, since you're right up in its face, it's going to do an axe slam.
I would like to use selfless put disadvantage on the attack.
What does that do exactly?
A creature that I can see that makes an attack against someone, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. If it still hits, I can choose to take the damage. If I'm not in range, I can use my reaction to move up to the target, as long as I still have 5 feet remaining.
So it's an AoE, so it's automatically going to do damage anyway, and the target has to do a strength saving throw. So it's an auto damage attack. You have to make a strength saving throw to avoid max damage.
Okay, so then selfless wouldn't be able to activate then.
I mean, yeah, you could activate it, but it wouldn't do anything in this case because it's not one where it's based on AC or anything. It's just it's a straight AoE attack.
Then I
because
can.
what it does, all targets within the Hive's choice, within 5 feet of a space, within range must make a DC check of 16, strength saving throw. Target will take. I'll reveal that when the time comes, as far as damage. But
And I'm not within 15 feet of Elias, am I?
nope, because you're
Okay,
still in the first room.
Then I can't. I also can't use protective light. Shit.
Nope, you're too far away. All right, Elias,
Strength check.
make a strength saving throw.
Well,
That's a fail. All right. You take 45 darkness damage, and you are knocked prone.
dog, I'm dead.
Okay. So you see this axe slam come down on Elias, and it crushes him. Elias is down.
That literally beat my entire shield and HP in one hit.
Oh, shit. Took it.
Seeing now that Elias is now down, the Hive will turn his attention looking over at you there, Uros. Yep. And he's gonna move up right to you. That's gonna end its turn. Ash, you are now up.
Me.
Bork.
So are we just? So it's just the night right now, right? Or...
Yep.
Okay. Cause see, I don't want to use. I kind of want to use a grenade, but you know what? Fuck it. I'll throw an Axion down, cause that's the only way I'm not going to hit. That's literally the only way I'm not gonna absolutely hit risk hitting Elias with.
I'm dead.
Yeah,
oh, you're dead.
He's next to Uros now, so you'd be avoiding hitting
hitting
Uros.
me. Yeah,
okay.
It'd be me.
Oh, he's dead. Okay then. I'm trying to think here. Because I could throw a grenade, but then I don't. Nobody's near the knight, right?
Uros is.
Uros is.
Okay, so I'm just gonna chuck an Axion then. And just to make sure, I can wait to see the roll before I decide to use over channel, right? Or do I have to do it before I roll?
You would do it before, because the effect of it would take place after.
Okay, so I would have to. So I either roll or okay, so I can't like see what the potential roll is and then.
Exactly.
I want to use. I kind of want to use one of my. Damn it, Ross! I would have checked the vortex if you weren't here.
Can I make a suggestion? Can I make a suggestion as a free action?
Go for it.
Get Elias.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, sure. Let's do that real quick. Actually, that would be a good idea. Yeah. I'll go ahead and get Elias.
Since you're not in range of it, they can't do an opportunity attack on you.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're gonna like, cause you're kind of here, so you're gonna be able to get up to almost to where Elias is at, but not quite. You'll be just a little short of it with your full movement.
Can I go over there and then?
But on your next turn, you would be able to get him if you wanted.
Okay, can I get over there and then chuck a grenade?
Yep.
So I can... Okay.
Yep. So yeah, you can move into position.
Yeah. So move. I'll get closer to. I'll get as close to Elias as I can, and then I'll chuck an Axion to hit the guy.
And you'll be throwing it at its back too, so you'll really won't have to worry about hitting.
Wait. So, so I won't have to worry about hitting. I won't have to worry about hitting Uros then.
Yeah. Because this target is so large that your grenade is gonna pretty much absorb all of it.
I need to read grenades then real quick, because I've only read the Axions, because that's all I've been using so far. I apologize.
That's fine.
There are a lot of grenades. That's why. So,
Or
Yeah, and
grenades.
that's the beauty of your classes because you
I
have
don't-
choices with
I have
grenades.
access. I have 3 grenades. Fucking grenades. Where are they?
I have the list of them if you need a name on.
I got him. No, I got him. I just had
Okay,
to
cool.
scroll up because I was on the chaos episode. Let's see.
I'm old school. I have a book. Sorry.
How mobile does this guy look? How
Mobile.
does
I mean,
how fast do you think he moves?
he's moving about the same speed as a normal knight was. Like he's moving at
Okay,
a good
it's not
speed.
like- so he could definitely just move out of what's it called? He could definitely just get away from a vortex into it. I could knock him. I could try knocking him down. Sure, I'll knock him down. I'll chuck a scatter grenade at his back. So I have to roll
Okay.
to see if that hits, don't I?
Yep. So yeah, roll d20 plus your advantage,
Where's my
your
advantage?
proficiency. Excuse me.
Where's that?
Well, wait, doesn't it just do an AOE damage anyway? So it's just like a strength DC.
I don't know. It doesn't say.
All creatures within 5 feet of the grenade must make a dexterity saving throw.
That's what I'm looking for. So a dex save. What's the dex save on
so-
it?
Real quick, since I'm dead, do y'all mind if I go get my truck?
Since I'm dead.
I mean, I guess I could play for you when we do get you up.
I mean, it's not going to be that long. It's just not too far.
Okay.
I
if
mean,
it's
I will
combat-
play. I will
I
play
have
in
a
your
feeling
stead.
I have a feeling this combat's going to take a little bit, so.
Yeah,
Probably.
it will. But
So,
yeah,
and I
if,
doubt I'm going to be resurrected in that time because with the amount of shit that's going on.
okay, we'll see.
Go get your truck.
I'll have to play around for you in your stead if you miss out.
Okay, that's
Go
fine.
get it.
You,
Go.
Do you need anything, like access to anything, or do you already have access? To all
I got everything I need. Go do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
what was the dex save I need to make for that?
if it's the same as my Axions, I believe it's 16.
16. Okay.
It'll
That's a
work
natural
kind of
one.
decent. Yeah, and then that's definitely going to be a fail, which is going to be
Yep.
taking full damage and
Full
be knocked
damage
prone.
and get knocked prone. So and then I roll. I roll one over the listed one, right? So I roll 48.
Yeah, it'll be 48 explosive void damage.
Yep.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh wait, yeah, no. So he fails. So I could just. I'm trying to decide if I want to max out damage on him or not. He is big enough to have made that hole, right?
if he's that big.
This
he's
thing is about
probably-
10 feet tall, so yeah.
Okay,
it
yeah,
would
no,
make
I'll
sense.
do my overchannel light then. So that's, he'll just take 40 damage, and I have to roll my the d20 for the chaos table.
40 damage, 40.
Yeah, 4-0.
No,
Okay.
that'll be
Oh wait, no,
That would
not
have been
4. No,
5d.
sorry.
yeah, so
No, yeah, no, I'm dumb. Sorry.
it'll be 34 damage.
34 damage,
34. Okay, so
and then I need to roll this
6.
14. Okay, so I don't have to roll the chaos table.
Okay.
Very sad about that. I do like the chaos table.
All right, so you chuck your grenade at its back, pretty much eating up all the damage on it. You see it kind of carving in damage into its backside, but it seems to be relatively unaffected.
That was fucking. That
There
was
it is,
max
knocked prone.
damage. Holy shit. Yeah, he's not. He should be not prone.
He has immunity to being prone.
Oh god damn!
Fuck.
I just wasted. I wasted an overcharge. I wasted.
Well, you did
definitely-
the. I mean, you did the damage, so like that's still good
Yeah.
damage.
But
Yeah, he has immunity to being prone.
I think the Axions do more damage.
Actually, does this guy have a shield?
Hmm?
Does this knight have a shield?
Nope, he's just carrying a large double axe.
No, I mean like energy shield. Since we've attacked him twice now.
Nope, most Hive typically have no shields.
I kind of thought since he was a knight, he would probably have one. Huh.
Some do, but this one does not. This one
Oh.
seems to have natural armor.
Ah.
All right, so Ash, that's end of your turn.
Yes.
All right.
Then it'll be my turn.
Yep, Theo, you're up now.
Much up close personal time. Let's go disintegrate. Oh, that's a fumble.
Ooh. Okay. All right, not too bad. All right, so you go in for your melee swing, but you swing a little too early. You kind of misjudge the depth on it, and you just kind of
I didn't punch arrows. Thank God.
Yeah, that was in the cards too, but luckily it didn't happen. So yeah, now you just kind of right next to Uros. You kind of feel the breeze on that punch.
Ooh, that's a close one.
All right, you do have another attack.
Yeah, which I guess Warhammer. No, that's not gonna hit.
Nope. Yep. So 13 will not hit. So you go in for a swing to your Warhammer, but it just kind of just raises its hand up and just kind of blocks your hammer.
And then it would be back at the top, which it would have been Elias.
Yeah, it will be Elias. So yeah, this is why I warned him about this, but is what it is. So
I mean, he is currently down. So,
yep. But so Paradox is gonna pop out and he's gonna roll for restoring light. All right, so he does succeed. So for this, he will be resurrected by his ghost on the next turn. So you won't need to worry about trying to res him yourself. He's going to be auto-res on his next turn. All right, so that's going to be for him. Uros, you are up. You are staring down this 10-foot monster right in front of you. Matrix, you're muted.
Crap. Things backwards. Okay. Is there a way I can move back a bit?
Yep, you have your movement, so yeah, you can move back. Are you moving back like 20 feet?
Yeah, thereabouts. Maybe somewhere back here, away from him.
All right, so you're full 30 feet?
Yeah, if I could, please.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can move all the way back with your 30 feet. So
Yes.
you're about right there.
Let me see. Oh shoot, what's doing? Who's close to the knight right now? Is it you, Theo?
Yeah, me and you.
Well, I just backed away. I'm
He
30
just
feet.
moved back, so.
Yeah, because I'm squishy as hell. I know if he took Elias down, I'm gonna just get slammed and look like a little puddle. Dude. I'm gonna hit him with the blade barrage. I mean, hell.
Okay, you can use I think all of your targets. I think you got 4 of them now.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually had to use it. Dude.
Or you get 3 targets, but I believe you do like 4d8
You summon
solar.
You summon 3.
Yeah. Or yeah, so activate Blade Barrage because I already have the thing built there for you.
Is it? Okay, I'll just hit it. See what happens.
Okay, yep, that will hit.
Whew.
All right, you activate Blade Barrage.
Light him
All
up a
of your
little.
knives successfully hit him, and you hit him for 11 damage. All right, roll your recharge for that before we move on.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, you've got burning light, so
Nice.
you'll have it ready for you on your next one.
I'm good to go. Let's go.
So, yep, that's for your next turn. Now you do have another attack still.
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot
Melee.
to roll for your melee as well. I'm just remembering.
Oh crud! Yeah, because I did use it. What is it? What do I need to roll for that? It says 4d6 on my thing.
D6.
Just
You just roll a
86.
D6.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't know why it says 4 in front of mine though, but I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
you
worry.
need to roll a d6 and get a 5.
I got 4, so
All right, so you're almost
I'm,
to your melee.
put that down.
Yeah,
Okay.
next round you would have it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix that on my sheet real quick. There we go. There we go. Okay.
But you still have an action, so.
Yeah.
Yep, you still have your second attack.
I don't want to throw the incendiary grenade because I'm afraid I'll hit you, Theo. So, let's try the hand cannon. The hell, I got the explosive, whatever it is. Let's see what happens. Pew.
That'll hit.
Two.
All right, so you take a little shot at it. It kind of chinks off its head a little bit, just boom, for 2 damage. All right, and that's going to be it for you. It is now the Hive's turn.
Oops.
Theo, since you swung your hammer at it and it blocked your attack, it's going to go for you now.
Oh, fun.
And that's what I was hoping for.
Are you immune to frightened?
I actually need to check. I don't know. Burning, poison. On this level, currently no.
Okay. So since it took damage, it's going to activate dark phasing, and you're going to see it walk backwards and phase out into the darkness.
Yay.
As it does this, it reappears behind you, and it's going to swing its double-headed axe.
All right, is it my turn?
That is a 13, so that's going to miss.
Yep, that's first one.
Okay. For its second action, it's going to activate Frightful Presence. Each creature makes a choice within 60 feet and aware of it must make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute. So you need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Is that all of us or just Theo?
Just him, because it's a choice target.
Oh, okay.
Fuck.
Are you afraid? Oh shit, he's afraid.
Okay. Yep, so you are now frightened of this creature for 1 minute.
Oh, crap.
And that's going to end its turn. Ash, you are now up.
Lovely. See, my predicament is I don't know if I want to just start if I want to use my Depth of the Void charges
Up to you.
willy nilly and then request that we take a short rest after the fight. Because I don't want to waste our time. So
Do what you think you need to do to survive the fight.
Actually, you know, we are
The
playing
5.
Actually, what was the save again? What was the DC save?
16.
Okay, so even if I use Protective Light, that would not have
How
passed.
much? How much moving has he done? How much has he like run around?
He hasn't. He teleported behind Theo, so he made another movement. So he's kind of like over here at the lip.
Okay, so he is just. I'm just I'm more wondering like how. I'm guessing I guess I'm just like how likely would he be to move? I would chuck a fuck.
You don't know.
How likely would he be to move? But yeah, no, I'm trying to figure that out. I guess I'll just.
Actually, for you, roll an intelligence check
Ooh.
with advantage because you're gonna have knowledge of Hive.
Alright,
25. This is not like any knight you've seen before, and based on what you've learned from what happened at the at the collapse, this is a dark blade.
Oh. Yeah. We stepped in some. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and okay. So he's right next to Theo, isn't he? Right.
Yep, he's right
Okay.
behind Theo.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use a hold on. Okay. I'm gonna chuck a an Axion at him.
Okay.
So and then I'm gonna use one of my charges of Depths of the Void. So so that's 30 damage, and so now he has to roll Dex.
Okay.
So roll Dex saving throw, I think. Yeah.
Dex save. Okay. Ooh, he's terrible at dexterity, so. That's a fail.
Good. Okay, now I roll. So he takes 30, and I don't have to roll a I don't have to roll a. Nice. So he just takes 30 damage then.
Okay. So just straight 30.
Yeah, because
All right.
I only have one use left. So now it's Elias.
No, now it's Theo.
Oh.
Yeah, which
He's
I don't know how
very
fight.
afraid.
I don't know how fight works in this one because in regular D&D, if you're fighting, you would use as whatever action you can to get away from the one that
Yeah,
caused
so you can't move towards it, and I believe you can't attack it. You can
well,
only.
if I do, it's at disadvantage from what I've
Right, at disadvantage. But yeah, you can't move towards it. You can only move away from it.
Okay.
If I remember 5e correctly.
And then of course I know that I can every turn I can do a check to see if I can get out of it.
Yep, exactly. I believe that's is that wisdom or is it intelligence?
You said wisdom, so
Okay. Yep.
so considering I'm feared, am I able to do a bonus action to do the check or no? It has to be an action.
Yeah, it would have to be an action.
Okay.
But you'd still have one more action to attack if you wanted, because you got 2 actions.
Well, no, it's because I was gonna say I would probably have to use an action to get out of it to like disengage. Which, if I try to do a save, I would have to use an action, but that only works for attacks, in which I can't do that. I don't have 2 actions.
Yeah, so I mean, you could move backwards and attempt to attack, even though you'd be at disadvantage.
I mean, I could move out of range, but that would give him opportunity attack.
Because he is at your back, yeah.
Well, no, if I move out of his range, he has opportunity.
Yeah.
That's always a thing.
Yep.
I guess I could just probably stand in place since I'm the one that can take the least amount of damage. So
All right,
guess
so
I
you're
could-
just gonna hold your ground.
yeah, I guess I'll just be holding my ground.
All right, did you want to make
ouch.
any attempts on attacking or no?
No,
Or just
I-
ready in action?
I'm more likely just gonna try and break out of being frightened.
Okay. Roll the wisdom save.
14, but protective light, which should give me a +3.
So 17. So okay, so yeah, you have broken free of frightening.
But I cannot do an action because that's all I have.
Yep, because that's all you got.
Can I do anything else or no?
Do you have any bonus actions you can do?
The only one I think I have is just my shield, but that really won't do anything. Yeah, all I really have is my shield, so that's not going to do much for me.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn then.
Yeah, but I guess if anything, I can still ready an action.
Yeah, but you can ready an action if you want to. So what will be the trigger?
I guess an attack on me, in which I guess I want to. Hang on. I guess. Well, actually, can I choose to defend? Which I'm not sure how that would work.
I think defense would give you like a +2, but I think. Let me look.
Yeah, this actually I have to look up because I don't remember.
Yeah, I
Yes,
don't
we're-
remember. Because I don't really run people who run defense. uh.
Oh.
I'm not finding it at all.
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
don't-
yeah, you could like ready a dodge, I guess.
dodge. That's what I was planning. That's it.
Okay, so let's see here. Until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you see the attacker, and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. That's
Okay,
what dodge is.
Okay, so the attacker has disadvantage on the attack. Okay.
Correct.
Then yeah, I probably do a dodge action.
Okay, so yeah, you're ready to dodge action then. Okay. All right, so that will be your turn. And this brings us back to Elias. So he is resurrected now. Back on his feet. It's gonna take, because he is prone, it will take his entire movement to get up. From the angle, he can get a shot on. So, gonna roll some attacks for him. He rolls 6, so 6. I gotta count these up. Okay. So he gets some pretty good shots into its back. Its chitin and its back is pretty much falling off at this point. All right, that's going to be the end of his turn. All right, Uros, you're up next. This thing is looking like it's on its last legs.
Okay, sorry. Doing two things at
problem.
once. All right.
Yeah.
Looking pretty bad. Okay.
We're not in a good position.
What is a good position? This thing is huge.
When it's on the floor dead, we'll be in a good position.
Yeah, okay. Blade Barrage. I have it back, right?
You do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
If I got it, I'm gonna use it.
Okay, yep, that will hit.
Yes. Okay. Good.
All right, so you activate Blade Barrage, you launch all of your knives into it. They sink deep into its chest,
Yes.
and you see it evaporate into ash.
Woo! Yeah. Oof.
All right, so you've killed this thing. As you hear it scream and die, further down the hallway here, you hear a loud, high-pitched scream.
I should the Hive expert. What does that mean?
DB will chime into your radio. I think it's time to run.
Agree. I think we need to get out of here.
But there's so.
If that night was
there's
as
nothing
bad.
else for us.
If this night was that bad, I don't think we could take it alone.
Yeah,
So
Firefly
the knight's
will
dead?
pop into your helmet, Ash. It goes, he took down one of us with one swing. I don't think this is something we're going to take lightly.
Fair enough. So the knight's dead. How's the corpse? Is the
Ash.
corpse?
The corpse is turned to ash.
What about
Fuck.
the blade?
Yeah.
It was hit with Blade Barrage.
No, I
The
mean,
axe, I mean.
yeah.
Like his axe.
Oh, the axe?
Did
It fell
drop
to
it?
dust as well.
Damn it!
When the Dark
Sorry.
Blade died, the axe fell to dust as well.
Ah.
Sorry.
I could have like refined that, given it to Theo, let him use a big ass axe.
I actually like the idea. What the hell, or
I'm sorry. Well, do you want to continue fighting it? Let me reverse time. Oh wait, I don't have that.
Nah, we gotta ask Elias for that.
Jesus Christ. He could run really fast. You think he could do it?
Just-
Yeah,
Well,
fuck
look.
that. It's time to run.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's time to run. Let's book it.
I just got fucking murdered one shot by this thing. We're getting out of here.
I don't. Fine. We will come back though. Soon.
With bigger guns.
We'll talk about that later. Just run.
just booking it? The light protects, the light protects, the light protects.
We're running up that hall.
They're all running. They're all.
Yeah,
like,
you
running
guys
to
are
their
running
line.
up that hall,
just
and
walking.
you're starting to hear the sounds of chittering behind you.
Oh, that's fun.
It's getting louder as you get up to the elevator doors. You start jumping up in there. It's getting louder and louder.
What kind of grenades do you have, Eros?
I got an incendiary grenade. I'm ready to use that puppy too.
Fuck, bro. you
So
gotta get mine.
who goes up in order here?
I'll be the last one. I'm calling that.
Okay.
You could put up your. You have your bubble, don't you? Put that up. Your water gun.
Yeah, I was gonna. I mean, they can still go through it, but
Yeah, no, but like you will at least be a little bit protected down here.
yeah. So I guess
So I would
inside
say
the
pop.
elevator, in the elevator, pop in,
Yeah,
and then
and then
get people to go up.
All right. So who goes up first?
I'll
I
go.
can stay down. I can go down, or I can go up just before Theo, because I do have one more charge depth to avoid. So I could chuck an Axion down and maybe get up a couple of them. Or
All right,
not
I'll head up
vortex.
first.
Nah.
I'll head up
Okay,
first.
All
That
right.
way.
Eros jumps up first. Who goes second?
Let's send Elias up second,
All right, Elias will go up second.
and it's or Ash.
All right, so Ash, Theo, you two are still down there. As you're looking down the hallway, you see there is an entire horde of Hive that are running down that hallway.
Can I chuck a vortex grenade in their path so some of them won't run into it?
You absolutely can. There are thrall just littering that hallway, and they're
I'll go
booking
ahead-
it down that
yeah.
hallway.
I'll go ahead and use my last steps of the void charge to chuck a vortex grenade into the hallway to at the very least slow them down. How wide is the
Okay.
hallway? How wide is that hallway?
10 feet.
Isn't that perfect? The sphere for the vortex sphere is 10 feet, so anything that walks down the hallway is gonna get at least a bit singed.
All right.
Does that slow
so
them down at all, or no?
Yep. As they run across it, they take enough damage that they just fall over dead, but they are still trying to run through it. But their
Yeah, well,
corpses
that'll buy us
just...
enough time. Let's go.
Get up now.
Yeah, we're moving.
All right, so you two are the last ones up, and as you guys do all stand above the elevator car, the thrall cover the inside of there. They're looking up at you. They're clawing, they're scratching, they're screeching at you. They can't reach you, and they can jump to climb up. So that they're all just looking up at you and just screaming.
I fling my incendiary grenade down at him.
Just-
All right,
just
you drop
the
your
grenade in.
you just drop your incendiary grenade into it. You cover the inside of the room with fire.
Hey.
You hear a lot of them die inside the elevator car, and there's a lot more that are still outside the car. They're like, we better
Get
go.
on the ship.
Let's
We should
go.
Get on our ships and start.
Let's
looking.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, we're getting on the ships.
All right. So you guys do climb back up the elevator shaft without any issues. You get back up to the top, and you're back in the cave. It's dark and quiet. You just hear the sounds of the hive chittering and screaming down at the bottom of the shaft.
If we want, I can make it so then it's going to take a bit for them to try and get out.
Everyone just kind of looks at each other.
I didn't get a response.
Yeah.
I could, strength, close the doors, and squish it a bit. That way, it's going to be a bit for them to try and open it if they eventually get up.
Does anyone have an explosive to throw at her?
I mean, we're gonna want to go back in there eventually. This is just to stop them for a bit.
Yes. We could, yeah, I guess so. I mean, as long as they ain't coming up after us right now, or at least getting up there.
Yeah, they're not going to fit through that the little hole in there anyway. At least not the big guy.
But just in case they somehow figure out to press a button by accident. Yeah, I guess.
Yes, let's do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and
The power is out in the facility, so even if they hit a button, it's likely not going to do anything.
then let's hope they don't learn to climb. But yeah, I'm gonna just close the shutter door. I want to assume.
Yeah, the emergency hatch at the top of the elevator.
Oh, I thought we were up.
Oh, I mean, you want to like close the top doors? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, you can kind of pull those closed.
Or yeah,
Like the
well,
power is out,
then
so you're manually just gonna strength these over. I won't make you roll a strength check for this. This is just gonna be you just grabbing them and just.
yeah, I'm gonna close them together. But I can also like do something so like at the edges of the doors, like close them together, so that way it's a bit harder to like open.
Kind of like press them together a little firmer, like so
Yeah,
they're.
that way it'll be harder for them to try to get open if they do eventually get up there.
You wouldn't really be able to like crush them in that manner per se. I mean, you could put like a dent into the elevator door that kind of makes it harder to open.
Then yeah, I can try going for that. Yeah,
Okay, so
just something to slow down their process of trying to get the door open if they could.
okay, all right. So to prevent the doors from kind of getting open, what you do is you can shoulder check it and just kind of create like a dent in it, so you can't really open it entirely. Like it can only be opened partially.
Yeah, I have the frame to do that.
Because the way the elevator's doors open is that if you put a dent in like one side of it, it's not going to be able to open like completely. So you can like shoulder check it, put like a dent inside of it, so it can only like partially open, like maybe to like your size or smaller.
Mm. Yeah, I'll shoulder check it. That way, it's gonna be harder for them to open.
All right. So you get a nice little running start into it, and you just kind of just bang, just shoulder check it right in there, and just create a nice little good sized dent into the elevator door. And yeah, from the looks of it here, like if they were even to open it at all, they're only gonna get open a quarter of the way.
Alright, and that should be good enough.
All right. So you guys head back to your ships. You do hear as you're starting to leave, you're starting to hear the that same kind of sound off in the distance of the hive. And DB and Uros's helm just pops in and goes like, "Time to leave. We gotta go."
Agreed. Let's go.
Do this.
All right, everyone boards in their ships, and you head back to the last city. So, since this isn't going to be a Vanguard operation, there's no debrief that you guys need to do for this at all. You guys just head
Okay.
straight back to the last city with the information you have and your thoughts.
Ooh.
Well, we can definitely say something going on down there.
Yeah, I'm starting to think it might have been the Dredgen that left that message for us. Because we left him down there with that dark matter, and he may have stirred something up in its wake to maybe stop us from getting this information.
Yeah,
I have a hunch that
I mean that night as well.
that was no ordinary night.
And he
mean-
seemed to be ready for us.
I mean
Duh.
for the first time, I actually got me a bit scared.
Yes. I
I'm
mean,
just disappointed I wasn't able to bring back a sample.
maybe next time.
Hopefully next time.
We got to survive it first.
Blew you back? Or no, never mind. I thought I
No,
heard you come back.
I was just like, oh, they're in the middle of the scene.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
hi.
combat was over. You were
He
you were
killed him and
resurrected
ran.
and survived.
You got fucking bodied. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much
no
it.
shit.
So as soon as we defeated the knight, we booked it out.
Yeah, because there was the sound of more of them down that hallway. They're just like, nope, time to go.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
We
Give us
didn't
no
really get
ability.
a lot of info from that place either.
Couple of blueprints, knowledge that there's some satellites in orbit that could be retrieved.
Yeah, really.
You
that
have a
was it, though.
start. It's not much of a start, but you got to start.
Oh, I might have added too much of that wrench.
So I mean, now how do we proceed? Do we try and find the beacons?
Well, we can see what they have back at the city and see if maybe they can help us locate them.
We could also see if Malika might be able to help us track the satellites. He seems to have more knowledge about that kind of stuff than we do, anyway.
That would be the case. We would
Might
probably
be
have a better
best.
chance with him.
Yes, let's deal with Malika.
And I mean-
I think it would probably be better. Yes.
And,
Okay, so
we
Let
might
me
want to
see.
keep that whole night a bit of secret from them.
You don't have to worry about that. They're not gonna find out.
I'm not talking about Malachi. I'm talking about
Yeah, I know. They're not gonna find out.
well, from the Great Disaster, you guys did learn. I mean, you did learn about some more of the Hive, and that's why you, Ash, knew that that was a Dark Blade.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, at least grab his axe. Yes.
no.
Nope.
No, it's
Sorry.
Ash.
Axe got turned to Ash.
I could have used it. I could have given it. I could have turned it into something for Theo to use. But
How was I
instead,
supposed to know that would happen?
Burroughs had to throw a fucking shit ton of knives at him
Hey!
and destroy his axe.
Well, somebody got crushed in one hit. I'm like, hello.
Doesn't mean I can't be salty about it.
Yeah, that axe slam is no joke.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get.
I just saw that in the attack and just go, ooh.
Yeah, I bet you didn't expect it to one-shot me, did you?
No, I didn't. I actually expected you to at least pass a saving throw, but damn.
Yeah, I was just standing there like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you literally beat my shields and my HP by 1 point.
Yeah, I kind of wish you weren't out of my range for my protective light.
It might have just barely saved him.
It would have given
Yes.
him +3 to that save.
Yeah, he would have only had what? You said plus over one?
It still wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, I like you. It would have left you what, 2, if that.
Here's my saving throw. 5? Yeah, no, it would have given me an 8. What would I had to beat
Yeah.
for that, Dave?
16.
It wouldn't have helped.
Damn.
Yeah, the DC save on that was 16.
Okay, let's wrap. Are we wrapping it up now? Because my connection is going up and down for some reason, and I figure we might
Yeah,
wrap it up.
we're wrapping up. We're at the end here. We can catch up on it next time too for like
Yeah.
the aftermath.
Because I'm hearing it through Discord a bit and watching OBS go nuts. So I'm just like, it hasn't dropped completely. It's just here and there. It's like right now.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
yellow
no
again.
worries.
God,
Yeah,
lost that
well,
stupid thing.
this is about the time we're gonna stop anyway because it's coming up on 5 o'clock. So
Oh shoot! Okay. Velvet Fang
yeah.
content. Look for the books. There's a link there. You guys
Yeah,
need to
we'll
plug
catch
anything?
up on the next session.
I got nothing to plug.
Don't worry about the
So,
bottom 3 on
Ori-
the list. Dave, what do you have? I'm not even going to acknowledge them anymore.
I still stream every once in a while. It's only when I feel up to it. I don't really have a set schedule yet because I'm still looking for a job right now. But yeah, you can follow me at twitch.tv/SpaceGhostDave. I do stream every once in a while. Come say hi. Check out my shit. Have fun.
Yes.
I'd really not check out your shit.
Hey, Brad, shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the one that said it.
I am working on setting up a Patreon also. Still working with it because I'm trying to figure that out. But
Oh yeah, you're gonna plug the other campaign we're gonna start soon here.
I will get there, excited one. Jeez. See who's excited now. Usually I'm the one giggling like that. But yeah, I will be starting up another campaign, and I'm hoping to start it next Sunday because it'll alternate with this one. And Dave is going to be one of the players, and then who's that other player? God, I don't know. This big ass player too.
Some boring tank. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But Maguman down there on the list here is playing the other character. Eventually, we'll probably have a few more people. But right now, we're starting out with that, and it's Transformers based, so we'll do that. And hopefully, I will be able to DM this properly, because I feel like I'm already
There's
lost.
no way to DM incorrectly unless you're being a dick.
Okay, perfect. I know what to do. Okay. Visor, I'm going to need your help.
Oh.
No.
Build a bullshit
I need some
rail
ideas.
cannon? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I already got that planned out. How did you guys know about that? Damn it, now I got to scrap that. Never mind. There, I'll just mark it out. Never mind.
I guess I'll build a villager cannon. Oh well.
Oh, don't you dare. There is no. I will.
love to have the villager cannon in this.
I will try and figure out how you're going to find that many people to do it.
I'm a leader.
We'll just kidnap a
easy.
bunch of civilians from the city.
What city?
I mean, I'm a leader type. That's gonna be
Never
easy
mind.
for me.
I'm half paying attention. I'm half paying attention, so I thought you guys were still talking about Destiny.
Oh, that too. We could do that. I mean, no.
Yeah.
No, this is the Transformer universe, so it's going to be set in that
okay.
era.
I mean, you guys got the blueprint for an anti-tank rifle. I mean,
Bro, no.
Yeah,
but
this
trying
has
to
been
rail gun
sitting
is
in
so
my
funny,
fucking
though.
inventory.
Yeah, they're
How
sitting
dare
there.
you not share it with us, bro?
There's also the 2 fallen data
Oh
pads
my
that we haven't
God.
investigated too.
Oh my God. Now we're back on
Can we
Destiny.
make our own servers?
Oh, Jesus
Huh?
Christ.
What?
No, the Lixney data pads. It's like, yo,
Yeah.
can we make our own servers?
No, we could technically.
These guys are going off on Destiny and everything. Trying to do that. But no, I will be starting that campaign next Sunday, and then what else do I have in my head? Like I said, I'm going to try and get the Patreon set up. So any donations goes right back into all of this. I'm not taking any of it. Suki the Dwagon said they have a PDF form fillable character sheet, so if maybe they're willing to give it up, I'm willing to give them all the credit because it is their work still. And if it's a better sheet, I mean, ours works. I try and figure out how to get it up on Roll20 at that point, and have their name on it as the ones who made it. So
yeah, I think there's a way to do it. I don't know how to do it.
I've been looking it up, and it's not as easy. It's easy, but it costs that green stuff, the fictitious paper money thing. Yeah.
We would also
you know,
have to figure
the
out
credits.
Yeah, credits. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But yeah, I'll try and get in contact with them. So, but yeah, I still stream. I've been trying to do it on Saturday, but this hasn't been working out very much because I've got a lot of stuff going on, and work does not help on killing me. So, anything else you guys want to plug? Even though I'm ignoring you mostly right now. So.
I mean, I don't have anything, so.
I don't got anything either.
Follow this loser.
Which one?
Yes.
We're all losers here. What are
Yes.
you talking? Let me see. We were referred to as other
I'm
names
a
too.
loser, baby.
Yeah.
Why don't you kill me?
So here's
Yeah.
the thing. The other day on Twitch, I joined somebody's stream and I was talking with him, and he's like, "Oh, you're a streamer," and I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, anyways, I'm gonna follow you," and I was like, "I haven't streamed in over like 2 years."
Yeah, don't
God's
bother
sake,
with
you're a
him.
bunch of fucking degenerates.
Yeah, see? Perfect. That's the line. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, see? That works. So yeah, we'll be doing all that. And then not this Sunday, that's Transformers. Next Sunday we'll be back at Destiny's, the Dungeons and Dragons version of it. Destiny style.
Yeah.
So You guys want to say bye? Okay, no. Okay, good. I'm kidding. There you go. See the ending credits.
The fucking cyberpunk music.
All right. See you next time for Dungeons and Destiny, but the next time will be Transformers with the other two. And I'm DMing. Yay. All right. You guys want to say bye properly now? There you go. There you go. Dave has it right. The other three are barely saying anything. Yes. But yeah, check out this episode titled Fuck Yeah by Bork.
Look, yeah.
All right.
I'll have this up on YouTube also before I forget. So give me a little bit to get it up there. I'm hoping it came across okay. So bye, everyone.